You're live.
And we are live, and I guess we'll just see if anybody pops up.
Yeah.
Just wait a few minutes, it should come right here,
Okay.
and then we can read the chats, and hopefully...
I'm getting a notification.
Are you?
Yeah. See? Open by chance is live.
Okay. See if anyone turns up. And see if we can be heard, because that's really the thing.
Yeah. They should have told people.
Well, it was kind of spontaneous.
Oh, okay. And we'll see.
Mm-hmm. At least we know that it looks all right.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll be able to move it. Hey!
Oh, so you can hear us.
Okay, good. Say hello.
Say no, they can hear us. We don't have to say hello on the type.
So we don't have to chat back?
No, we are chatting back. We read what they say.
It's been such a boring day.
Glad to see you guys from Ridley Cinema. Loud and clear.
Hey,
you guys
from
are the
Orlando,
best.
Florida.
Yeah, it works. It works.
You guys are the best. Thank you, Jack. Okay.
We wanted to experiment. No, you're fine. We wanted to experiment with this and see how it looked, see if people could hear us okay, and all of that. And because we had a couple of ideas about doing like Q&As, or we had the idea about doing like our own game show with actual prizes. We actually have the whole thing set up. HQ Drew says howdy.
Yep.
We had something all set up for a game show, but we have to be able to actually do this first. And here we go. It is working, and people are there. Of course, if we do something like that, we'll schedule it.
Yeah, that'll be scheduled, and we'll put it out, during the week, and then set the notification.
Make an announcement.
Yeah,
because we can announce it on the channel. We can announce it on the Facebook and Instagram and whatever people watch us or find us on. But I like the game show idea.
Yeah.
And I had an idea we could do like basically trivia, 80s trivia, 70s trivia, 90s trivia, something like that. And we give away stuff on the channel anyway, so we do prizes, have like a first, second, third prize kind of thing. Sure. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, sounds fun. Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh says it sounds fun.
Gilgamesh, like the character from the mythology.
Yeah, Gilgamesh.
Yeah. YouTube is my main social media, and I watch your stuff. Yeah, I don't have any other social media except for YouTube. I got off of social media years ago.
Social media is a drag.
Yeah. And I think it's the downfall of the earth.
Yeah, really. It is, because people, they forget how to interact with each other in real life.
Yeah. That would sound totally cool. Trivia games are fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. And we used to, when we took the cruise, we killed it in trivia. We won a bunch of trivia contests on a cruise that we took a few years ago, because the two of us play, like you see right now, we play off each other constantly. And so as a couple, we would answer the questions. If she couldn't, I could. If I couldn't, she could. And we just bounced it back and forth. Won all those little cheap plastic trophies with the ship on it.
Yeah. In the wine. They give you wine sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. The bottle of wine. We don't drink, but we took it.
Gave it away.
Yeah. See, Gilgamesh confirms. Yes, Sumerian mythology.
Yeah. Yeah, I read the story when I was in school.
I read that story.
We read the story of Gilgamesh. Yeah, I never started the social media. Thankfully, people act different, and yeah, they do. In social media, it's awful, and it gives people this false sense of well, like when people drink, they call it liquid courage.
Yeah.
So then on social
keyboard
media,
courage.
Yeah, keyboard courage.
Is that Hulk Hogan? Yes, it is. NWO Hulk Hogan in the background, and then Cobra Commander. They're my choices for president and vice president.
I think they'll do a better job than what we have.
But yes, that is Hulk Hogan. Chris Christie confirming there. But yeah, people, they get to hide behind the anonymity of the internet. Basically,
Yeah.
no one can see you, no one can find you. You can pretend to be whatever you want. You can sit there and say anything and hide.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Hail Cobra. There you go.
Oh, Hulk Hogan was on the 8th.
Yeah, they had a lot of guest appearances. That fourth
Yeah.
is that the fourth season? The same season I think that had Boy George and everybody.
Wow, it was a lot of people. Because I remember watching it, but younger me, when I watched TV, going back now, it's like, okay, I remember watching these shows, but like it didn't make any sense. I didn't follow along. I'm just starting to follow along with TV shows now as an adult. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, when you go back and you rewatch a show, we talked about that before, I think, on a couple of discussions, that when you see it as a kid, you're like, oh, wow, that's interesting. But then when you see it as an adult, it goes into a different perspective.
Yeah.
And sometimes a total opposite, like when you watch All in the Family or Sanford and Son now. When you were a kid, you were like, oh, wow, Archie and Fred Sanford are jerks. But when you were adults, you realize they're really not the problem. It was Mike and it was Lamont who were starting all the trouble all the time.
Yeah, because I remember watching Fred Sanford, and I always hated him. I thought he was just so rude and nasty to Lamont. And so I've never, as an adult, went back to watch it because I always hated it as a kid. And now we're going back and we're watching Dukes of Hazzard right now.
Dukes of Hazzard is actually really good.
Yeah, it's actually a good show, and it has a storyline. Because as a kid, I never remembered a story. I just remember the car chases, live from Nurse.
SR remembers the Boy George episode.
Yeah, but back to Dukes of Hazzard, I never remembered a storyline. I just remember them
driving,
chasing, car chases, them getting caught, them getting out of jail. But now, as you watch it, you see that they actually have each episode.
There's a solid storyline, and the characters make sense. And then you finally understand what Roscoe's problem is, and Roscoe has a legitimate reason that he's a jerk. It makes sense.
I like what Ridley. I think that's Ridley Cinema. We live in an era where everything has to have a reboot or a revival, and that's true.
And they ruin the revivals because it can be done right or it can be done wrong. Robert's just a fan. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Robert.
William Randall confirmed. Yeah, that was season 4. Hey, see, I remember that stuff. Sometimes, but they bring these shows back, and they're awful. The reboots, and I know a lot of people are terrified of the upcoming He-Man. They think that the dude screwed it. But you can bring a show back or revisit something and get it right. And we just recently learned that with Cobra Kai.
Yeah, we just finished season 3. And I remember when it came out a few years ago, I was like, nah, I don't want to see that. It's going to be pretty lame, whatever. But we had Netflix for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, and we binged it. We hate binging it, but we were only going to have it for the 3 weeks. So we're like, okay, let's go ahead and knock that out.
Yeah, and cram it in. And, first we watched the first episode just to see, and then it caught us, and we watched the entire 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was very good. Excellent.
Yeah, they picked it up where it left off. They followed a lot of the points that fans had talked about for many years, like the fact that that if you go back and you rewatch it, when you were a kid, Danny was the good guy. But when you're an adult and you look at it, you're like, Danny was kind of a prick, and he kind of started a lot of it. And they've played into a lot of that. They listened to the fans. They gave the fans what they wanted. And it's interesting enough that a younger audience would be tied into it. And so shows like Cobra Kai, and also, although we haven't seen it, what we've heard about it, Mandalorian proves that you can take an old franchise and build on it and do it right. But most of these shows don't.
Gilgamesh said something. The last good reboot I saw was Battlestar Galactica. I'm afraid of any show being now. Actually, last night.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you're talking about the 2000, I don't know what year, like 2012 or something, one, but we watched one.
The one with Stamos as Adama.
Oh, that's who that is?
I think that was Stamos, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
But somebody will tell us.
But anyway, Starbuck was a woman, and I'm like, in the original.
And rude.
Yeah, very rude.
Ridley says Roseanne isn't Roseanne without Roseanne.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it, because as a kid I watched Roseanne and I remember really liking Roseanne.
Yeah.
And then they came back after she had that thing, they kicked her off her own show. So I couldn't understand that. Yeah, Cobra Kai rocks. Yeah, but I didn't like the Battlestar Galactica. Well, honestly,
the new one.
We probably watched about 10 minutes
of the new show.
Of the very first episode. So can't really be fair and say it wasn't good. After by the first 10 minutes, that was enough.
William and Robert's just a fan. Love the Cobra Kai, obviously. There.
Yeah, Robert just a fan. I'm old. I have loved classic Battlestar Galactica. The one with female Starbuck, yes, that's the one he's talking about.
Yeah.
Nerds World says Cobra Kai works because they brought back the main characters while building.
They brought everybody back.
That's true.
But unlike what they tried in Star Wars, they didn't bring them back and kill them all. They killed everybody but Chewbacca, I think.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I know, but we were talking about how they rekindle franchises, and everybody was really on board with Disney bringing Star Wars back, and then let everybody down. But then Mandalorian saved the franchise.
Oh, okay.
You know, I know I'm talking 10 steps ahead. That's why.
William Randall says it was Edward James Olmos, whatever.
Almost. I've Stamos almost. I got it mixed up. Yeah, what is this? I love the classic Battlestar Galactica. Robert's just a fan. Did you ever watch the Battlestar 1980?
We watched it.
Yeah. Battlestar 1980 is not a good show, but the last 3 episodes, no, second to last, because there's the 2-part Halloween special where the Cylons land on Earth, and then the very last episode where they brought back Starbuck and told his story. Though for those 3, it's worth getting it. Just ignore the rest of the season. This is only 1 season, Battlestar 1980, and just watch those 3 episodes. It's worth it.
Johnny Future said hello. Hello, Johnny Future.
Hey, there's Johnny Future. Johnny Future. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Johnny Future. Oh, by the way, Johnny, we got the code to work for the Kong versus Godzilla, and we watched that tonight. Yeah, we just watched it a little bit ago. My first time watching King Kong and Godzilla. It was good. I like the fight scenes. You know, the rest of it was like whatever. Honestly, there was a couple of characters in there that were kind of annoying. It was like, please just make that person be quiet. The daughter was annoying. Got killed in the first Both daughters, because the daughter of the guy who was, was also the annoying. Teenager girl. Yeah. Yeah, she was pretty lame. Meyer Greenblatt. Hi, hey everybody. Hello, you two wonderful toy collectors. Thank you. We are big toy collectors. Ridley says, if it's not reboots or revivals, there's people that think everything made 20 or 30 years ago is problematic. Yeah, they think that. True. So they wake it up. You know what I mean? And it's not necessary. Or they try to condemn it, and they want to call it like racist or whatever. But when it was written, that was not the intention. So is it really? You know, there's a lot to be said for that. Jacko says that he got that Swamp Thing, the new 2000. Oh yeah, he was talking about that in the comments. Watch it. I think it's me now. I think it's just it was an excellent film, a TV show. Because they only had 1 season, they could have dragged that out longer. I really enjoyed that show. Christopher says hello. Hey, Christopher. Hey. And Eric. Hi, Eric. Is the super chat we want to do? Now this is our first time. We're just trying to figure out. We're just everything. Feeling this out. This is a test, so we're testing. Sesame Street movie coming in 2022. I'm not going to see that. No, modern Sesame Street. Anything from the Elmo on, we can't tolerate. The original classic Sesame Street is really wonderfully done. I could watch it now, but after Elmo, it started getting weird for us. Yeah. The people at work, we have some people at work that love Sesame Street, the older ones, and one girl, she likes the one with Elmo. We don't allow her to watch it because we can't tolerate it. We can't tolerate it. We work in mental health. We work in mental health. So these are adults we're talking about. Yeah, but you know,
It's a few of them that love Sesame Street,
Mhm.
the classic ones, and we'll watch it. Johnny Future says, "Glad you two enjoyed the movie. Just got home."
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
from
He
a
was at the
Comic Con.
show.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a lot up there where you are. Apparently,
Mhm.
this is the first con in America.
Not many people wear a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get a lot of DVDs. He sent me a message about that. Also, Greg Armstrong, appreciate all your video chats about toys.
Airwolf.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember watching Airwolf. Airwolf was good. I want
I remember
a
Airwolf.
really good chopper. Do you? I do have the Sesame Street Pops, the entire thing.
Both versions, because
Yeah.
there's a regular, and the Barnes and Noble had a flocked versions of every one of them.
Yeah, and I got both. Okay, I love the Swamp Thing. Hold on.
That's Robert Kitt. Yeah, Robert's just a fan.
I love Swamp Thing. The comic was way back. Now, somebody, I don't know if it was you, Robert, somebody suggested that I get the comic, and I did. The omnibus. And I haven't read it yet because I'm on the He-Man one. Read the storyline where Swampy went to hell and to save his love. Okay, ending got me. Okay.
Yeah, she's got all of the omnibus now.
Yeah, somebody, I don't know if it's Robert, but somebody on the YouTube suggested it and I got it. So I'm gonna read it after He-Man that I'm reading.
Stone Sour says, "What happened to Atomic Candy?" I was juggling back and forth. The thing is that I had Atomic Candy as the name, but when you authorize a name for YouTube, like on here, my YouTube name is actually Open by Chance, YouTube.Open by Chance, right? And I couldn't do it with Atomic Candy for some reason, so I switched the name back to Open by Chance because YouTube was giving me a hard time.
Okay. Robert says he loved Doom Patrol and the Alan Moore. I guess you're talking about Swamp Thing stuff is awesome, and that he like. Well, you like Elmo. Okay, you were. Oh no, that's Ridley likes Elmo. Now,
well, that's all right. Yeah. I mean, we just don't.
Hey, Craig. Wait, somebody else said
Eric Peterson.
Oh,
Eric
he has
Peter Carlson.
Carter 1/3 Prime. Oh, okay, Prime 1.
Would you ever get her?
Who's that? Who's Carter?
Oh, the Linda Carter.
Oh, Linda Carter.
If she wasn't like over $1,000, it's not in the budget.
Oh, William Randall, he's watching the 2002 He-Man. We're going to watch that right now. We're on the original.
Yeah,
He-Man.
we're still watching. We're like a couple of episodes a week of the original, and we're about we're 3/4 of the way through the first season. And Craig says, "Hello, everyone."
Yeah, and Johnny Future said, "Hope you consider doing reviews on the 70 shows you have on DVD, please." Yeah, we're watching because I think we told y'all before that somebody has our TV watching by decade.
Yeah,
every night is a decade.
Yeah, it's like Monday is like 50s and 60s shows, Tuesday is 70s, Wednesdays is 80s / early 90s, and then Thursday is after school cartoons, and Friday is Saturday morning cartoons. But we only watch, we break it up so that we only see 1 or 2 episodes of each show so that we don't binge it.
Yeah, and it helps. It helps stretch things out. You have something to look forward to every week.
Yeah.
Jetty says that he loves the channel and the weekly roundup.
Jedi-File.
Oh,
Jedi-File.
Okay,
Jedi-File.
Master Hoarder. Oh, you a hoarder? We watch hoarders.
I don't think that's what he means. I don't think he's like knee deep in soda cans. First time I caught you two live. You two are great. Well, thank you very much. And this is actually the first time we're live because we're testing this.
Yeah, we want to see if it works out. Okay, Gilgamesh is his He-Man the 2000 is his favorite. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
the 2000X.
And he says that he likes the reboot of Thundercats. We started watching that.
Yeah.
We don't have it on DVD, so we had to see a little bit on YouTube.
Yeah, and that stinks.
Do you have any Chips toys by Mego?
No, I don't have any of the Chips Migos anymore. I did, but that's part of the collection that was stolen from me. I talked about that in a video some time ago.
Really says something about Ernest P. Worrell. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Ernest. You remember Ernest.
Oh, the one with the friend Vern?
Yeah, Vern.
Oh, yeah. And he had some TV shows and movies.
Yeah, I actually have a bunch of his films on disc. I have the box set.
Ever thought about doing watch along? No, honestly,
We don't know.
I don't care for watch alongs because you
Yeah.
watch the person and not the show.
No, I think
Everyone's
no.
actually-
That's a reaction video.
Oh, okay.
A watch along is when when you put something up and you watch it at the same time a bunch of other people are watching it,
Okay.
and you do the message thing on the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I want to do that with the new He-Man coming out because we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have the Netflix now.
But if
because
that, yeah.
Kevin Smith makes a lot of people nervous, and he flip-flops a lot, and they're worried that he's going to bone it. So it'd be interesting to see how it comes out.
It says, hey, Robert says, hey, was there any comic moments that ever got to you? The comic got to me feels Gwen Stacy dying, Swampy going to hell. Also, there's an old comic where Godzilla went to hell. It was
I don't remember that.
I don't know. Read fun.
Chips was sweet. I'm a biker today because of it. Okay. Craig Davis, you're awesome, David. You really inspired me to collect action figures and toys. Well, I'm glad that I got you into a hobby that you like.
Yeah, Eric is doing Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk. We watched that. I tried to, and it was too
Eric Peter Carlson's asking too. Oh yeah, the Bill
very
Bixby.
depressing.
It's a sad show. When you're a kid, you're like, oh wow, a Hulk.
Yeah,
but when you grow up,
and
you see how sad he is, how miserable, and I think the name of the theme song is actually The Lonely Man.
But
and that makes sense.
We were watching it a few years ago, and I had to stop it. We watched a few episodes, but everybody that he came in contact that knew that he was a Hulk was fine with it.
Yeah, they're trying to reach out to him, and he was too scared.
Yeah, and it was like, dude, calm down. He was just too on edge. He was like at 10 the whole time, and it's like, calm down.
Yeah, I know.
So
he was worse than the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk was fine. He did what he had to do. He protected people. When he got angry, he protected. But he was just too on edge.
Samuel says hello to all.
Hey, Sam.
Patrick Peluso, I enjoy watching. Keep up the good work. We're working on it.
The Blu-ray of Godzilla Kong. I'm surprised they put it.
I'm surprised they didn't have it on Blu-ray before it came out on the cinemas. They work so fast now.
Patrick said, that's
Rakeem Watkins. Do you remember the movie The
I never saw
I don't know.
That.
It sounds familiar. But we might have seen it. We see a lot of movies. I've probably seen like 10,000
He watched
films.
more than me. I can watch a movie and not know I watched it. Love your channel.
Occam's Razor. Love your channel, guys. Big fan. Did you see the MLC Masters figure case for the MOTU and larger size figures? Pixel Dan did a segment on them. No, I didn't see that.
No, but we saw it. It did because they sell it at Big Bag Toy Store now. That's the one that I showed you on Friday. I love your videos.
Don't ever get rid of that intro.
I'm trying to talk.
We're trying to do
a new one
with different ones for different segments. Like when she's got her new Masters Journey one, and that's got a completely different intro with different music.
Jughead says not the He-Man show, is the Teela show.
That's the rumor.
What we've heard.
That's the rumor.
And I don't know. We have to see. The trailer was good, but you know how trailers are. You see a trailer, you go watch a movie, and the movie's awful.
The trailer's always good.
Yeah.
And I warn people, don't forget what they did to you with Snakes on a Plane. Okay.
There we go.
There was the trailer, and it had never listened to reviews either, because the reviews were fantastic, weren't they? And the movie came out, and everybody was mad because they set you up. And never trust a trailer, and never trust the early reviews.
Hey, Enlander
says,
I love the 70s Hulk, my favorite 70s Hulk.
Jackalow says, my wife starts humming the intro when she hears it. Oh, Mandalorian's on, William says Mandalorian's on DVD. I have to look for it.
Well, you got to wait a while for more seasons to come out, so maybe they'll put it all, on this.
Nalandros, David and Lady Pop. Yes, finally a live stream with the best vintage toys, movies, cartoon lovers on YouTube. Your video sound is awesome. You guys are the best. Love from Chicago. Thank you.
We used to live in Illinois.
Do you see our photo bomber there?
Yeah.
There she is.
That's scary.
That's a sad story.
Yeah.
Her she's been wandering around in the woods behind the house for like 2 years, afraid to, if she even saw somebody in the window, she would bolt. One day she came up on the porch, then she invited herself in. She won't go near a door now. She will not go anywhere near. If you open the front door, she runs. And her leg was broken.
It's
apparently,
still broke.
sometime with like a couple of years back, her leg was broken in the wild, and it healed deformed. And so when she walks, she's like this, and it's all twisted. You can see it all bent up, but it can't be fixed now. It's permanently like that.
Yeah, she won't let you touch it.
Yeah, if you touch it, she gets really scared.
Ridley has 1069 Blu-ray, so I guess you're a Blu-ray collector. We don't have a Bluray machine.
1069 Blu-rays.
Yeah, we got a DVD.
We got the regular DVD player.
That's good enough.
Yeah, we're happy. But that's impressive, though. That's a lot of DVDs.
Gilgamesh said, do you collect things like Battle Beast or Muscle Men? I've been trying to get more of each. Battle Beast. No.
Yeah, it's because they got it popular. I don't have Muscle Men. I was interested in Battle Beast, but I never jumped off on that. David, can the community expect a surprise guest appearance from your felines? Well, you just had one.
We just had one back there. She is in the door because they do door standoffs. So one of them is standing in the door and the other one wants to come through. So then they hiss and yell at each other. Masters Maniac in Mexico.
Oh, someone figured it out. Who's that guy you're standing with in the intro? And that's a cosplayer of Shipwreck.
Yeah. Hey.
Greeting from a German in Mexican exile. Uh-oh.
Oh, so you're in Mexico. You're German
Master
in
Maniacs, Mexico. Really love to listen to you. Calm and very well balanced. You seem to bring things to the point. Thank you.
The new G.I. Joe Snake Eyes films look like garbage. Hey, they got a new film for that?
Yeah, they got another one coming out. That's why they're making 6-scale figures from 3-0.
What's your all-time favorite live action show?
Any genre.
Live action. Oh, that's kind of hard to say because I don't care for live stuff.
Let me do this real quick. Stone Sour wants us to give a shout out to his girlfriend Michelle, who is a big fan.
Where you see that at?
Stone Sour right there.
Oh, can you give
a shout
out to
Michelle?
Girlfriend Michelle. She's a big fan of the.
Oh yeah. Guys. Favorite live action.
Oh yeah. Favorite live action show. You know, I like The Punisher. That's real good.
That was good.
That guy is intense. Shane from
people didn't like, I heard people criticize him because he's not tall enough to be the comic book version, because he's like 5'10" and Frank Castle's like 6'4" in the comics or something. But his intensity makes up for it.
Hi, Bowl Gamut. If you guys up for your backyard, can I say?
Oh no! I think all the strays back. There's still 4 hanging around at the back door.
Yeah, somebody wants to bring them in, but no.
No, there's already 2 strays in here, and I don't want to.
All they do is fight.
I don't want them to have too many conflicts.
But Jughead said he want to. Could he stay back there? You can stay back there if you want.
I see you like Ninja Turtles. I was wondering if you collect any vintage ones.
No, I was thinking about getting the vintage ones, but I just haven't. I just haven't got any. So right now, I don't. But it's not off the table. So.
Jetaphile, favorite G.I. Joe, a raw character. Oh, you open a can of worms.
Oh God, we'll be
Beachhead. Beachhead. Listen to this. Okay, I know we're trying to keep up with the comments.
I know.
But here's the thing. If you look at Cobra for real, and you look at G.I. Joe for real, and I'm talking about the cartoon, all right? Cobra is the real military organization with real military structure. G.I. Joe is like a complete band of misfits and mercenaries. Half of them aren't even actually military. Where did Shipwreck come from? Where did Jinx come from? A lot of them aren't even military. Quick Kick, he was an actor.
Yeah, a bad one at that.
The only person that's ever pissed off and like, can we get this in line? Can we do this by the book? Can you stay at your post? Is Shipwreck. I mean, not Shipwreck. I'm sorry, Beachhead. Beachhead and Sergeant Slaughter were the only 2 that were ever like, get your butt in gear. And everybody else was all over the place, didn't follow orders. And then when Cobra would have some kind of conflict in their command structure, because Cobra kicked their butts every time.
He did.
Would have conflict in their command structure where people were fighting for power. Then either someone would betray them and actually tell G.I. Joe what's going on, or G.I. Joe would stumble over the answer by accident. G.I. Joe was a terrible military organization in the cartoon.
action figure feel. So if you're thinking about getting, I'm guessing you're talking about the Ninja Turtles jump on because they're jumping up. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm.
This guy, Ocean's Razor. What do you think about the Super 7 Silverhawks figures? $55 and no metal. I like them, but I don't know if I'm going to jump off on that. And yeah, the fact that they're not chrome, and the old Kenner ones were chrome, and I do have some Kenner Silverhawks. I think they look better in chrome, but I guess they just weren't going to go for it.
But you said the chrome peels.
The chrome did peel on the original ones, but the modern figures they're making aren't any sturdier than the vintage ones anyway. So what's the difference?
Lander said that you should go ahead and get that Fantastic Four. That's what I'm saying.
I know. It's so expensive though.
Yeah.
Ocean's Razor. What do you think about the? Oh, I just read that.
One.
Oh, I know.
What's your favorite video game?
Whoopsie.
I don't play video games. He's talking to you because I don't play video games.
Oh, me? It's got to be old school. Actually, Streets of Rage 2.
Okay.
Streets of Rage 2 and Golden Axe 2. Golden Axe 2, I used to play in the arcade. I could get all the way through to the end without getting one hit in the arcade. On the home system, though, it doesn't play the same with the thumb toggles, and I get my butt kicked. But when I had the joystick, I was doing great. And the other one was Xenophobe. When I was a kid, and I played the Xenophobe with the triple split screen. Boston champion right here. I know, big deal, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I turned that thing over. I shut that game down.
Ridley asked what's our opinion on Mask. Actually, we watched the episode last night. I've seen 2 episodes.
It's not a bad show. There's the other one.
That little boy
is annoying.
That whatever that R2D2 he got is ridiculous.
Come here.
He always getting into some mess. The first episode that we saw, he got killed and revived.
Hi.
And then last night was like the very, very first episode because it's on Tubi, so we just started watching it. But it's an okay show. It's not that bad. Same thing with Star Wars.
Stalker, Fall of Military Protocol. Yeah, I think you're right. Ocean's Razor.
Oh, okay. I like Snake Eyes. And the Indian.
That's because he's quiet.
And the Indian was good. I like the interaction between the Indian and the ninja from Cobra. Because they were real respectful. Yeah, they were real respectful of each other. Okay, yeah. Jack said they were terrorists.
They were terrorists, damn it. Yeah.
Would you like to purchase the creature from the Black Lagoon from Mondo? I have it.
It's going so fast
and I haven't heard any more monsters. I have the creature from the Black Lagoon by Mondo, both of them, the color and the black and white one.
Zom 2010, hey from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. How you doing?
I guess that's Zombie.
The Landeros has a question for you.
I just answered that.
Oh,
he asked
did?
If I purchased a creature from the Black Lagoon from Mondo.
Oh, of course. I wasn't. She's got both. I wasn't paying attention. We did an unboxing of that.
Yeah, and I think David did because he has it too. He did a review of it.
David's a master xenophobe. Yep, apparently.
We don't talk about Cobra Island.
It took 2.5 hours to turn over the boards on Xenophobe. Actually,
what's a Xenophobe?
The game I was talking about I had the championship in Boston back in the 80s.
Jack, actually, David got a Cobra Island figure from Target. And we did a video on it. So
we just happened to be in a Target and I found one. And I was like, all right, for the $20, I'll go ahead and get it. But aside from that, I'm not no aftermarket. I'm not going to Target every day looking for it. I'm not doing any of that. But yeah, Cobra Island, all of that Target Cobra Island nonsense ruined it for me. This is Crumb, by the way.
That's the first cat that he came in the house.
He just came in. We don't know where he came from.
No,
I came into the kitchen and he was just laid out on the kitchen floor looking at me.
Yeah, like he owned the place.
And I took a picture of him and I sent it to her at work because she was at work and I was at home doing some home repairs. And I said, "Who's this?" And she's like, "I don't know. Where'd that cat come from? He just turned up on the kitchen floor and he never left."
No. Oh yeah, we showed the Snake Eyes 3.0 yesterday.
We just showed that.
I like that one. I don't collect G.I. Joe, but I really like it. I like the color. It kind of looked like Deadpool a little bit if you're not paying attention because of the color of the outfit.
That's what he just said there. Yeah, it does. It looks too much like Deadpool.
Read the whole thing. Yeah, but I like it. I like the way it looks.
Raccoon Eyes recognizes Crumb.
Mm-hmm.
Interview the cat. He has nothing to say.
No, all he want to do is fight.
He was kind of aggressive at first. Look at him now. He's totally turned into a baby.
Yeah.
He's just a big baby
Finally
now.
got major blood in Target. They were getting a little better. Yeah, David got
Yeah,
that.
that's who I found. And
I
I
can't have
there
my cats for that long. I'll need stitches.
there were not I turned him into a big baby because he
Yeah,
used to be aggressive and he'd latch onto your arm. When they do that though, they think they're playing. They don't realize it. Okay, this is flesh. Let's not tear it up.
yeah,
But yeah, there were 9 of them, 9 of the major bloods. I just took one,
yeah,
and I'm hoping anyone else who needed one came by it and some scalper didn't just take them or they fell out the side door.
yeah. I found a Ninja Turtle 2-pack. The
Yeah.
frogs.
Rome Ross, hey, what's up, guys? Finally live. Yeah, we're testing it out tonight.
Yeah. What are planning as far as future pickups? I only want the NECA
Hey, buddy.
BTTF thing.
You're shedding on me.
American Werewolf Figures. What's BTTF? I don't know how to read all that.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Robert, just a fan. He want the NECA BTTF. Say what that means, because I don't know. I probably should. Okay, you have
Thing an American Werewolf BTTF. Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, somebody will tell us in a few minutes.
Someone will tell us.
Okay.
New Indiana Jones movie. What's your thoughts? I just hope they don't Crystal Skull it. That's all I have to say.
Crystal Skull?
Crystal Skull is the 4th installment of Indiana Jones.
I saw
the
some
first
Indiana
3.
Jones.
We saw the first 3.
Yeah, I was forced.
I'm a big fan of the original, and I liked Indiana Jones Chronicles, which you can't find anywhere now.
I like the one with the little
Crystal
boy.
Skull. That's 2.
Oh, okay.
That's Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom was cool. Yeah, some people don't like it because it was kind of dark in comparison, but I like it. I like all 3 of the originals. I think when they went to Crystal Skull, they overdid it, and I'm worried they might overdo it again because Hollywood. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they learned their lesson.
Gilgamesh said he was able to get Major Blood barbecue. He pre-ordered barbecue and Breaker pretty easy.
Okay.
Greetings from India. That's Wing Chun Empire.
Okay. Greetings from England. Thank you. How you doing?
Are you honest with people? This is Ridley. Are you honest with people who are selling toys far under the going rate, or do you take advantage of the deal?
We actually talked about that before. And in one of our discussion videos, remember you were talking about if the crackhead shows up with the box of comics or action figures and stuff, would you buy it from him?
Yeah.
And I don't think I would burn somebody. But I know, but we kind of went there. Remember, I'm the guy who had a massive collection of comics and action figures stolen. So I'm not looking to hurt somebody else. You know, at the very least, the ethics of it, I think, would really bother me. So no, I wouldn't want to. Are you awake? I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to screw somebody over. You know, I'm always looking for a good deal, but I don't think I'd want to burn somebody. No.
No. It says Craig says Major Blood is a peg warmer now. Zombie says saw the 3/4 retro style Marvel figures here. Unfortunately, $18 in Canada. Super 7 is going GI Joe in reaction. And okay. Wonder if this. I like what Super 7 is doing.
Nolando says he wants an action figure package of us
with the cat
plus Crumb.
Yeah, that other one won't sit still to take a picture.
He'll sit on me, or she will, because
she's.
It's been 2 months. It's been a couple of months, and she's still warming up. She'll come and sit on me, but she's terrified of being picked up, terrified of loud noises. You know, she's still adjusting.
Yeah.
But she will not leave the house.
No,
she's like retirement. I've been homeless long enough.
Okay, will be interesting to see if Viper Troopers will be easy to get like Major Blood.
Well, that's probably going to be tough because if they're troopers, people are going to want to army build them. That's gotten bigger and bigger over the years. People buying multiple so that they can army build, which I've done myself even as a kid. But I still have some of my original raw GI Joe figures, and I have probably a dozen. What are they? Bats, and I got them all. Bought them myself. Nobody bought anything for me, but I got them myself, and I still have them. They're like smack new, like fresh out of the package condition, because I never really played with them. I just collected them. But So I was even doing that then. But a lot of people love to army build with those types of figures. So they probably will be tough.
Average Gamer says, do you have a mixtape group Funko Pop figure? No, never got that. Somebody said, oh, if you could have a figure line of a movie that hasn't had one or needs a better figure, which movie would you pick?
A figure line of a movie?
Mm-hmm.
A movie? I don't know. That hasn't already been done?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head. I can think of a TV show that might be good if anybody remembers it. Who remembers Quark?
Nobody.
Nobody remembers Quark because it only had 6 or 7 episodes in the 70s, and it got pulled off the air from ABC, I think it was, because it's a sci-fi comedy show, and it was making fun of too many licenses, and they had lawsuits all over the place, so they pulled the show, but it was actually really funny. I'd like to see action figures of that, but nobody would get it. Nobody would get the reference. Or a film, how about Logan's Run? Logan's Run. I'd like to see an action figure of Box. Remember Box?
No.
What do you say?
We were just talking about
plankton and proteins from the sea. I freeze them here.
We were just talking about one the other day, a show that don't have one. I can't remember what it is. I think it was actually we were talking about why didn't Funko make it. Oh,
and if we don't get your comment,
cartoon.
They're coming pretty quick. So we're trying to keep up.
Wing Chong says, how can I begin to reduce my collection? The classic, put them in the figures in a box and see if you missed them. What would you recommend? We actually did a video on that.
Yeah, and we've done that too, because sometimes if you're not sure you want to get rid of something, put it away for a while.
Yeah.
And then, when you open it up, you're going to have one of two reactions. You're either going to say, oh yeah, wow, I remember this, or what did I buy this for? The hell did I do? What was I thinking?
Yeah.
And then you'll know for sure.
Or if you really know that you just don't want it, go ahead and get rid of that. But the putting it away bit is about the best one I can think of.
Oh, he said he'd love a Mezco Jack Burton. Yeah,
What's
that would
Jack
be
Burton?
cool. From Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh.
Sideshow did a 6-scale figure of Jack Burton. I missed out on it though, or else I would have got it. No, and also Escape from New York.
Okay.
That would be a cool one too.
Or well, I guess they did one of The Thing.
Yeah.
In The Soldier. That was a good movie.
Soldier was a good one too for Kurt
movie.
Russell. That was a really underrated film.
Mm-hmm.
Ridley says ethics of toy hunting or selling would be a neat topic for video. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Ethics of toy hunting. Oh,
yeah, because
I guess finding and not taking everything.
Or not taking advantage, or how much money do you have to make, or how badly do you have to put the screws to someone? Like if somebody had like a big collection and they were like, oh man, I just want $200 for this. I only want $200 for this, man, and it's worth like $3,000. Do you just give them the $200 and be like, yeah, sucker, or do you tell them it's worth more, and or give them as much as you can and be honest about it? And I've been in a couple of spots like that where I'm like, it's just you can get more for this. It's true. So yeah, that would be an interesting topic of discussion.
Jedi says Back to the Future. BTTF is Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, of course.
And Robert says he doesn't even try anymore. If it's in Target, he just forgets about it. She
has not seen Back to the Future.
You don't have to tell the world.
You have not seen Intervention?
No.
No.
I did see it. I told you I
one?
saw it at work.
Which one?
The first one, I guess.
Are you sure?
Where he was trying to date his mama. He went.
Oh yeah, you did see that first one then. You just don't remember nothing from it.
No.
Oh, no.
Crystal Skull was terrible. Scroll down because Master Hoarder said the Super 7 does a ton. Yeah, Joe, I wouldn't need to go.
William didn't like Crystal Skull. Well, that's okay.
Grumpy Harrison Ford.
Crystal Skull made a lot of people upset.
CGI Indiana Jones. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, huh?
What?
There's something to be said for that too. You can tell. I don't care how good the CGI is. You can get a sense of it when you're watching a film.
Jacko has to go. See you. Thank you for stopping in.
Okay.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom was the second Indiana Jones film.
Yeah. Raccoon Eye says something. The thing is there. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I see what's going
You
on,
do
I
it. You
think.
do it.
I think. Okay.
Oh yeah, it
Oh,
got.
now we got crazy. Now we missed what you said.
McFarlane did a Snake Plissken in the movie Maniacs line. It's a good figure. McFarlane made a good figure. Ooh, no, I have issues with Todd McFarlane.
Stone Sour says, "Do you like retro blasting?"
Blasting.
I've seen him. You haven't really seen his channel a lot,
or I don't remember. It sounds familiar though.
Yeah. I can't even start to explain, but I've seen his channel now.
Hey, Diesel.
I've watched a couple of things on his channel, but David hasn't seen it, so he can't say. Congratulations on your live stream. Thank you, Thor.
Master Maniac Mexico. Ethics in general are fading away rapidly. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's very sad, actually. And so what we start talking about in the beginning of this is social media. That's part of that separation.
Yeah.
Honestly.
New comic. No, we don't have any Ninja Turtle vintage on the card.
No.
What was that wall shelving unit called? It's slat walls.
Yeah, that's right.
Robert,
the slat walls.
Slat walls.
Yeah. We did a video talking about that too.
Yeah, we showed us putting it up. The shelving that we use. I think
Craig Davis has got to go.
Okay, see you, Craig. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Livestream High School Destructor. McFarlane is stuck up. I met him in the 90s. Raccoon Eye said that.
I get the McFarlane story. I actually kept McFarlane from getting his ass beat at a convention, and he does not appreciate it one bit.
Johnny says he know what to get me for Christmas. You got me a DeLorean last year.
Yeah, he did. Johnny Future, because we have a P.O. box down there, and sometimes people send stuff to us, and Johnny Future sent us some Jada Metals cars for her.
Yeah.
Sent me a T-shirt and some other stuff.
Aliens is too far a cry from the Ark Holy Grail. I don't know what that means. I agree. Crystal Skull was the worst mythology.
I think what killed Crystal Skull is when they tied aliens into it.
What's Crystal Skull?
The fourth Indiana Jones film, the one that everybody doesn't like. I want a Johnny 5 RC toy.
Jetty 5 said, did I actually was die cast on mixed media? I guess you
Is it die cast? Yeah, you remember that, huh? She was picking on me.
Because I don't understand why make a figure that's supposed to be metal and not make it die cast. You know, you're targeting adult collectors now. They're gonna pay the money. So like if you're making a transformer, why make it plastic or vinyl? Make it die cast.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. People will pay it. They'll pay it. They pay all that money for everything else.
Zom 2010 remembers Quark.
You and him is the only people on there.
Probably.
Yeah. McFarlane got me into collecting seriously, but yeah. I think some of his stuff looked good. I like some of the stuff I've seen from him looks good. Like the Batman, I don't have anything from him, but I think some of the stuff, and he does a good sketch. I have a sketch of his of Michael Myers.
Robert Josephan says the only thing about Crystal Skull he liked is he married Marion. That actually made me mad because she hid that kid from him all those years. He had no idea he had a son, and that was dirty. In real life, that wouldn't fly in real life, I don't think.
Police Academy and Revenge of the Nerds.
Toy line would be great.
Police Academy and Revenge of the Nerds.
They had a line of action figures, but it was based on the cartoon show. Because Police Academy, you got to remember, 8 movies, 1 failed live action TV show, and 1 Saturday morning cartoon that wasn't very good.
Oh, Robert says he really liked the McFarlane Walking Dead. The dioramas. I was an Atomic Age in Indy 4 and Christmas stuff. My NECA would be amazing. Okay.
Yeah, somebody's going to have me tell them the McFarlane story in a minute here, because I wasn't kidding about breaking that up. That was at the Great Eastern Conventions in Massachusetts back in the early 90s, like 92 or something. Police Academy by NECA. NECA will do almost anything, so I wouldn't put it past them to do Police Academy. Tell the story. Here we go. Snake Eyes with Scarlet or Duke with Scarlet. Comics or Sunbow. What is your favorite storyline? Comics or cartoon? I'm not too familiar with the GI Joe comic books, honestly.
I'm starting to like comics because I'm reading some comics and they go deeper into the story in the background, and they give the character a more realistic feel. Like I said before, I'm reading Masters of the Universe, and right now I'm reading the newspaper strips, and I like how they're treating Adam and Nat. On a cartoon, he's playing a role of this rich kid that's all doofy and dumb, but in the comic book, he has not the comic book, the newspaper script. He has more
the dailies. The dailies
he
are
has more
the best written of
responsibilities.
anything we've seen.
Duncan has a relationship. He's about to get married. Tila's still stupid, but I like the comics better than the TV shows.
How do you think that MCU should handle the Fantastic Four and X-Men? As far as X-Men, they need to go back to standard with Chris Claremont, who they basically erased when he left. As for Fantastic Four, I don't know, because what's screwed up about all these properties is because they leased them out, and they'll put out the companies that have them, like Sony or whatever, will put out any kind of garbage just to hold on to that franchise right instead of releasing it.
Mexico says, actually, I am die casting master weapons as well as figures here in my house just for me and to experiment with locks, colors, and to paint the Jaja. Don't have any idea what my wife says about that. I have the Walking Dead governor toys. Okay. Seriously, where is my Big Chief Studios Flash Gordon?
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, Big Chief is slow as hell, and they have a lot of delays. They'll delay it and delay it and delay it, but you will eventually get it. I don't think they're going to cancel anything, but they delay the hell out of everything. And I want to see Ridley. I want to see Hasbro do a 6-inch line of Indy. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
They have a vintage one
because Hasbro's line. Yeah. Kenner, which is owned by Hasbro now, which means they'll probably do it. Do you like G.I. Joe's? Do you like G.I. Joe the movie? A lot of hurrah fans make a big deal out of Cobra Law and the plot of the movie. Well, the movie was okay, and I guess to me it seems like they were trying to make the movie look like the cartoon, and that frustrated a lot of people. So, but you can't satisfy everybody. But I don't remember it that well, to be honest.
I never saw the G.I. Joe movies.
Fantastic Four, new comic smell. Fantastic Four should start with a Doom origin, taken from the books of Doom storyline. Yeah, probably. That's probably right. I would be excited to see them start making Moon Knight figures. Well, Mezco did. Mezco made some decent looking Moon Knight figures.
Brick says, what do you think the future is for Star Wars collection? The sales are declining.
Where are you? Oh, the Star Wars Vintage Collection sales?
Yeah.
The Vintage Collection for the modern figures, the modern Vintage Collection. I think that Star Wars is oversaturated, and as long as they have that franchise, they're going to keep cranking it out, especially Disney. They'll never end. And yeah, you can reach an oversaturation point and get frustrated.
Have a good night, Johnny. Thank you for stopping
Johnny's
by.
got to run. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I like how Channing Tatum got killed.
Like a punk. Yeah, they'll just bring him back like they did with Duke in the movie.
Yeah.
Because what if you saw the original animated G.I. Joe film, the one with Don Johnson doing the voice of, who was it? Not Flint. I forget who he did the voice of, but Duke was supposed to die. He got hit with the snake arrow, and then you never saw Duke again. And then somebody gets a radio call. Oh, get good news. Duke's going to pull through. They just added that because Duke was going to die just like Optimus did, but things went so bad when Optimus died. Hasbro was like, oh, let's try to fix that real quick.
Trevor said he's still waiting on his Mezco 89 Batman figure.
A lot of people are waiting on it, and you didn't even get an unmasked version.
Yeah. There's a set cartoon series for Fantastic Four called World's Greatest. It's actually pretty good. No, okay. I hated the G.I. Joe movies. Hopefully
Yeah, a lot of people weren't too thrilled with it, and they're not looking forward to the Snake Eyes one either, or the new G.I. Joe show, which is apparently the Lady J show.
Yeah, the Lady. Well, at least they said that.
Yeah, at least they were upfront with it, and they didn't try to pull an okey doke.
The He-Man one, but you know the thing about the new He-Man show. Okay, you know everybody knows it's about Teal or whatever, but everybody's upset. But it could actually be a pretty decent show, but nobody's going to give it a chance. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Oh, there's hey, Warren Freeman. Didn't a child literally lock himself in the bathroom for a couple of weeks as a result of Optimus's death? Probably not. By the way, that is Nerdtastic Plastic, and that is my son, and he has he sells vintage toys and modern toys in Illinois. So if you go to a show, look for Nerdtastic Plastic. He has a big sign, looks like his icon. You can't miss him.
Thoughts on Batman with the Robert Pattinson? I don't like Robert Pattinson.
Well, and there you go.
I've seen I've seen one movie he was in, and he was, I thought, not Twilight. Another one, that Lighthouse movie where he went crazy in the lighthouse and started killing up everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Is he going to be in that new one that's supposed to be really dark?
I guess so, yeah. But
I saw the trailer for it. The trailer looked like it was good. I didn't realize that's who that was. I thought it was somebody else.
Oh, William Randall, do you like the new Mego toys? I have like 15 so far. I like the new Mego. I don't have too many because I didn't want to jump off on that because they're making too many. It's the same problem that we had with Funko. It's so much production and variants and so much going on that I just, I got a few and then I was like, you know what? I just can't keep doing it. I can't, hunting for them. And how many are there now? Like 150? It's too much too quickly. And I always default back to vintage.
Max Mueller said, do I think Funko will last another year? I don't know. Because
sodas are pulling it out for them for now.
Yeah, but people are going to get tired of that.
They'll get wise to it.
Because I've seen a couple of videos because I was curious, and people buy cases and cases of soda just to get the chase ones. And I think it's going to end up being like the mystery. We've seen some
unboxings of that. The guy had a stack. He had 20 cases that he had bought.
Yeah.
And he's opening it up. He's like, okay, let's see. And he's opening it up. And he's like, no, it's a regular one.
Yeah.
And he's shaking the can and and looking at the pog. Oh, this is a regular one. Then he get a real one, and he had a fit. He's like, whoa! And it's like, God, dude, calm down.
Yeah, so I think it's going to end up being like the mystery minis. So I don't know. I'm surprised that they're lasting this long, actually. And I think like when they did the retro stuff and they went back to some more 70s and 80s TV shows and especially cartoons, I think that really helped them out. Yeah.
Donald Jennings. Hello, friends. How you doing?
Hey, Donald.
Nalandros, Lady Pop, you guys planning a live stream every Sunday. I want to support your channel to the fullest. Well, thank you. We're trying to we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
That's why we're on here today, just testing this and seeing how it goes, making sure people can see us and hear us and so on. And Funko Soda, the lottery for kids. Yeah, basically. They always play off of the chase.
Yeah.
And that's been their model from day one, from the popularity of the Pops when the new owner bought them out and started making Pops in 2010, and they figured it out. But they're always going to default back to that to try to spark interest, and they hit it with the Soda Pops, and people are saying, "Wow, it's a great original new idea." It isn't. It's the Pop figures are a replica of the old Sutton and Sons, Hanna-Barbera and Harvey Toons characters that were made in the early 70s. They look almost the same, just like Pops look like the stuff that Remco used to make back in the 60s. It's not an original concept. None of it is. It's just being presented in a new way, but it's been successful for them.
Ridley says he can't wait to get all of the NECA Universal Monsters. Yeah, they're doing a good job. And with the Universal Monsters, it's all about just choosing which manufacturer.
Is the figure inside with the soda? There's no soda in it. There's just a figure in the can.
In a soda can.
In a can that looks like soda. And Diesel Glaive. David, are you going to get the new Mondo Hordak? I'm still on the fence about it because I'm annoyed, and I talked about it on the weekly roundup. I'm annoyed with the way they did that one. I've got everything else they've done 6-scale masters, and I like them. But the way they presented Hordak and the big price hike suddenly, I feel like their exclusive one should have been the regular one, and the regular one should have had like a Filmation head or something, or the Imp, and especially for the big markup. And they've been teasing this figure for almost 2.5 years at shows, and I was just like, oh, guys, come on. So I'm still kind of on the fence about it.
Jedi says he's seen a bunch of modern collectors dumping their collection and buying vintage, which is my belief for the skyrocket in the price of Star Wars.
Yeah, and a lot of time that's what, like I said, I do that. A lot of people, they default to vintage. They get the new stuff, and the new stuff, they pound it out as fast as they can to keep you from looking around. It kind of puts blinders on you because you're like, oh, this is coming out now. Oh, this is coming out now.
Yeah, and then you get overwhelmed with it. When it slowly comes out, you don't get overwhelmed. You can take your time. You can look. You can pick. You can collect up some more pennies and buy the next thing. Does your brother still collect? Yeah, my brother does. He
not model car,
real cars
real
now,
ones.
the ones you drive. And he's a Mustang, and he's in Mustang clubs, and he got the one that's signed by the person that designed it, and all.
Yeah, he does shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, he want to get to where he's putting on his own car shows. Yeah, you remember that? We talked about that in a video some years ago.
Manchild says he's done with the Mondo MLTU. He's got I guess he's got the 3 he wants.
Oh, okay, well, that's all you need then.
And Kaiser Kaiju, they need to slow down with the DBZ figures. Bandai's another, Bandai blows them out constantly too. It never stops. And
I'm sorry, new comics said the Ninja Turtles have skyrocketed over the last couple of years. Yeah. And honestly, I'm getting kind of starting to feel ways about all this money that you pay for figures. It's just like, oh my
It's either
God.
The figure is real expensive, or if it's not, and it's something we were going to talk about in a future discussion, actually, we were discussing it. If it's not expensive, like Funko or Mego, or something like that, or even Legends, Marvel Legends, there's so many waves, you end up spending a fortune anyway. So they still get you. They still hit you right in the wallet. Oh, what is your LPH? What's your favorite TMNT memory?
Oh, wait, I'm looking at Diesel. Say he just leased a 2021 Stinger. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. Trevor wants to know if we're getting the Silver 7 Silverhawks.
No, that's David.
Thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
I would prefer to try to finish my my vintage ones. And what's your favorite Ninja Turtle memory? If you have one.
I don't know what memory means, but I remember watching the movies, and I actually liked the movies. Now, I like the reboot movies, the 2000 ones, better. I guess that's what you're asking. I like those. I guess that's the memory. As far as the toys, the first ones I got, it was good. And I enjoyed the wrestlers, and I wish they had went that direction a little more with the wrestlers.
Yeah, the ones that you call the cereal box ninjas. Yeah, the crossovers.
Yeah, the crossovers.
And the Ghostbusters.
Yeah. They pounded.
Trevor, Ninja Turtle stage show. That terrified a lot of children. The live action stage production.
Really? David, any advice on where I could find and buy a 87 werewolf?
The werewolf, the television series. You can't find it on eBay or Amazon. That happens. What you might try is sometimes you go to these, the trade shows, like the comic conventions, and you find guys that have DVDs or even bootleg versions. You might have some luck with that. It depends on how big the show is.
Robert says that he liked the Mafex Dark Knight Triumph. Now, from Mafex, I bought the animated series Batman from Sideshow. I haven't gotten it yet, but I bought it.
Oh, Raccoon Eye says Werewolf wasn't released. That's why. But you can only find it bootleg at shows.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought it might be something like that.
I made a very, very satisfying hunt today. Oh, what you got? On a flea market, spend less than $50. Oh, okay. find it. I just don't and can't.
We don't get
Yeah.
out to flea markets that much anymore.
Yeah, it's not a lot in our area,
Yeah.
surprisingly. And then when you do go out there, it's not a lot of toys when you go out there. So, but that's good. Okay. Are you guys still getting Super 7 Ultimate Thunder? Yeah, I am.
She is, yeah.
Whenever they ship it, we got an email last week and they said that by July and August, wave 2 and 3 should be out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I am collecting those. I like the Thundercats. I'm not getting the LJN ones. I did get the Mattel ones, and then they stopped, and then Super 7 picked it up.
Picked it up.
So hopefully they take it far, and we get some good figures. I did get the Thunder Tank, so we'll see how it goes. Wham Randall, Vanilla Ice singing with the turtle. Yeah, I did like that. Did you see the Vanilla Ice movie? What is Cool as
Cool
Ice?
as Ice.
Oh, that was a good.
That
movie.
was funny.
That was a good movie.
That was really funny.
It was like you're sitting there like,
And
oh my god.
That is where the phrase was coined. Drop that zero
and get
yourself a hero. Just in case you were wondering.
The Thundercat musical. They had a musical. Oh my god!
Yeah, the live action stage production. They played instruments and all that stuff.
No,
Yeah,
that sounds horrible.
It was terrible.
Pac-Man. Oh, you did? Was that the one from Sideshow? He said he ordered the Pac-Man. You remember? Was that the one from Sideshow? That big one? I don't know.
Yeah, the who was it? Bandai made it, right?
I think so, but it had the big Pac-Man and then a small one that fits in his mouth.
Andrew says, "Love your channel. Glad you're trying out the new live stream." Yeah, we want to see how it would go.
Hey team, just started watching you guys. That's I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name.
Where?
Right here. No, you love your content.
The Pemaricas?
Yeah, they're from New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Hello, New Zealand.
Cool as Ice, yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know what's fun? Watch it on RiffTrax. Watch it on RiffTrax.
Cool as Ice, shortly before my. Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
I have a nice community too. You have a nice community too. Okay, Andrew. Yeah. But Cool as Ice was good. Everyone hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like and that thumbs up. Hello,
Richard.
Y'all.
Hello,
Richard.
y'all. How you doing?
Richard.
I never did tell that McFarlane story.
Oh yeah, somebody wanted to hear the McFarlane story.
I had like 10 people ask me to follow up on that. I hope nobody took off. So I was at I used to go to the Great Eastern Convention shows, right? And which of course is on the East Coast, and they're comic conventions. Great Easterns used to format autograph sessions, and it was an open policy autograph. So they brought someone in, you know, Sam, Keith, whoever, he'll sign whatever you want, you know, Easterman and Layard, or whichever one of them does autographs, because one of them doesn't like it, I forget. But you could come in, you could bring in 5 books, they'll sign it for you, no charge. You paid your admission, and that was enough, right? And I was there with this other guy, another collector, and his name was Jeff. And Jeff was kind of off, okay? And he used to fight a lot. Now we get in there to McFarlane is going to be the guest signer. McFarlane shows up at the show, and remember, this is the early 90s, and I think this is right when the new Spider-Man series had just come out. First issue had just come out. And he says, I'm not just signing whatever, limit of 2, and that's it. I'm not going to sign. I don't care. You know, he basically told Great Eastern Conventions to go take a fly and jump. And then when he gets to the table, changes his mind again. I'm not doing 2, just 1, just 1. And they're like, but you told us 2. And we told everybody 2. I don't care. I don't care. You want me to leave? He was a butt. He was being a real jerk. Jeff comes up to him and gets into an argument with him at the table. And he says, okay, you know what? First it was open source. Then it was 2. Now it's 1. Can't you just sign 2? And he was like, do you want his autograph at all? Or are you going to get out of here? And Jeff walked away from the table. And then he says, I'm going to go back there and I'm going to punch him right in the face. Jeff had done stuff like that before. Okay. I've seen him do it. And he was like, he would go up and he'd be like, that guy pissed me off. I'm going to go clock him. And he would go and he'd wallop the guy right in the jaw and knock him on the floor. I'm going to go punch McFarlane in the face. Headed over to him, and I stopped him basically because I was there with Jeff. Great Eastern Conventions knew me, and if he punched out McFarland, then they might tell me not to come back. And I'm like, Jeff, please, you're trying to get me banned from Great Eastern Conventions. And because of that, Jeff backed off. And to this day, I wonder if it wouldn't have been cool if I could sit there and say that I was the guy that was there when McFarland got his lights punched out in the middle of a convention. If I should have just let Jeff go ahead and bust him in the mouth.
Max Bueller said,
Especially,
did you ever, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were done. Have you ever logged a formal complaint against UPS or FedEx?
Good luck.
Yeah,
you lodge a complaint, they investigate it themselves, and tough. Yes, I'm talking about Todd McFarlane. Amando Brittle was asking.
Trevor said, "Oh, what were you calling him? The New Zealand? Yeah." She said, "Great job getting her name right the first time."
Oh, I try.
Oh yeah, Riff Tracks has introduced us to a lot of stuff.
Riff Tracks is fun.
Sharknado. The only way I can watch Sharknado, I saw 1 and 2 on Riff Tracks.
Oh, I wish Ridley had got an autograph from William Shatner. That's decent.
Okay. But always wanted to.
He needs a punch. Yeah, he does. He was a jerk. He was being a jerk. Jeff should have shurikened him in the jaw. Yeah, I know. I stopped. Basically, I was saving my own skin because I was like, Jeff, you know, I'm dealing here because I used to do a lot of. I didn't have a table, but I used to deal at the show, and I'm like, you know, they know you're in here with me. If you punch him out, Great Eastern's going to throw me out. And he was like, all right. I'm going to leave the guy alone. But Jeff would have done it. And like I said, I had seen him bust a couple of guys in the mouth already before in the past. And I was like, oh my God, Jeff's going to punch out Todd McFarlane and I'm never going to come back to the show.
Somebody asked our thoughts on the 2000 Ninja Turtles. I saw both movies, both sets of movies. The 90s
vintage
version,
and the new ones.
Yeah, I like the, not animation, the CGI, I guess. Or whatever. I like the look of the 2000 Turtles. I like the attitude of them better.
Yeah.
I like that it was more a little more dark and a little more like adult. It seemed like it was for more of a grown up than the 90s. It seems more.
The 90s one they didn't want to kibosh the cartoon show. You know, so that they couldn't go too deep with it. Nolandro says that I should have let Jeff had a short fuse and you diffused it. And Kaiser Kaiju said I should have let him. I read that one.
You pay when you enter. Yes, signing.
Oh, some Johnny Nintendo asking about Joe Fest.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we will be at the Joe Fest, not on Saturday though. We can't go Saturday, but we are planning on going Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shocked me that you have to pay for autographs. Never did that in the 70s, I think. No, or the 90s. 90s, they were free. And or if you did pay, like I've been to a few shows where here's another guy who a lot of people don't like after they've met him, Lou Ferrigno. But you go to the shows and Lou Ferrigno and the cast of Lost in Space, and I used to go to the big toy shows and they'd be there, or the big sci-fi shows, and the autographs were like $5, $10, $20 at the most. Now it's insane what they're charging for autographs. It's almost embarrassing.
Average gamer wants to know, where'd you get the intro? It sound like Herbie Hancock.
No, somebody donated that. What was his name? George what? I don't remember his last name. Donated unsourced music so that I could set that up.
Yeah. Well, not.
Lou can be harsh. Lou is sometimes he's the guy that if you're at the show and hey, can you sign this for me? Did you pay yet? Did you pay? Did you pay for that? Yeah, he can get an attitude. You gotta watch out.
I guess they meet a lot of jerks.
They probably do. They probably do. Some people can be a pain in the butt. You know how it is. If anyone work in customer service, you know what I'm talking about. You're supposed to be thank you so much for shopping at Suck and Suck, but but a lot of the customers can be awful. They can be awful to those to those cashiers and to that staff.
Gilgamesh said he went to Dragon Con a few times decades ago, got autographs and took pics with several people,
Yeah.
and hardly had to pay for anything.
Great Eastern, I never paid for an autograph. I still got tons of autograph stuff from them that they were giving away.
Greenwich Village says that do you think William Shatner's autograph is worth $200 on a pop?
Probably not. But you know what it is? They're probably charging you the price of the autograph. What is Shatner's autograph going for now to show?
I agree with Jughead. I don't know why you want people's autograph.
Oh, just, you know, to have a piece of them, or
You got a figure
commemorative of the piece of the show, like you see up there. Like, let me see if I can go this way real quick here. Can you see that above the lamp there? You see that Star Trek Voyager picture up there? I have every signature from the entire cast except for Kim, because I never was able to track him down. You see all our boxes from the unboxings we just did. And then over here,
by the man child.
Yeah. Oh, see you later. That's Welcome Back, Kotter. And that's a complete cast autograph of Welcome Back, Kotter, one of my favorite 70s shows from when I was growing up. And that's us at our wedding, because we are actually married. We don't just say that we are. That's us all day. I think that picture personifies us right there.
Put the camera back. Oh boy.
Who was the nicest star you ever met? Star, or just, you know, getting autographs? Sam Keith was pretty nice.
Oh, yeah,
Sam Keith was a really nice guy, and I forget his name. The guy who was the writer of The Flaming Carrot. Anybody remember that one? He was a real nice guy to talk to, and so was Gil Gerard. Actually, Gil Gerard was pretty cool. At least to me, he was. He might be awful to someone else. Who knows? Let's do the wedding on stream for lovers. It wasn't filmed.
No, we
didn't film it. It was just photographed.
Videotape it. Yeah, we took a lot of pictures, and the photographer don't want to give you your pictures after you pay all that money for it. But we took pictures. We didn't videotape because nobody wants to sit and watch it. So.
Oh, Raccoon, I've been going to Chiller Theater since the 90s, and photos with stars were free. Now they charge the same as the auto. It's not fun anymore, really. Yeah, they charge you $40 for a selfie. And crazy stuff.
Selfie.
Yeah, really? Selfie. If you look at, there's a selfie price now on a lot of that stuff. So as they charge $40, you're like, yeah, man, I'm here with, yo, man, yo.
Gil Gerard of Buck
Rogers, yeah. Cool. Gil Gerard, he was a nice guy. Like I said, at least when I talked to him, he was pretty decent.
Oh, yeah. William Randall says, great way to spend a Sunday night. All we need is some drinks and a snack.
Thanks. Yeah.
Hello, you two.
Love Ardella. Oh, Princess Ardella. Yeah. From Buck Rogers, the 70s show, which is a good show. I like that show.
Yeah. What's his name? Illmatic
Prime.
Lucky to have a collector spouse to share the hobby with. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is, because then, you know, people don't get weird with it and try to sell their stuff while you go to work.
We do everything. We do everything together. We work together at the same place. We work out together. We do everything together. We're like bread and butter.
Andy says that Super 7 Snake Mountain orders are not being ordered in honored.
Really?
In New Zealand. $13.50. God, Toys and Beyond were nominated by Super 7 to be this. Wow.
That sucks. And that's I want to answer Ridley's question real quick, and then I'm going to address that. Ridley says, have you guys ever been recognized out in public? Yeah, several times, especially at the shows. People, I hear, you know, and you might even see if we do the show tour, sometimes you hear somebody go, "Oh, goodbye, Chance," and it's like, yeah, that's us. We get recognized at shows, and we've been caught like at Walgreens and a comic shop, a couple of places, and people are like, yeah, I seen you on YouTube. But talking about that, Andy Spinks again there. Used to be, and you know, if you got toys back in the day, big toy manufacturers would subcontract. You know, Hasbro used Palitoy, for example. Mego used Denny's Fisher. And they would make basically the same stuff, just in different packaging, or they might tweak it a little bit or whatever. But that's how you got stuff overseas. Mattel remade Popey's stuff to do the Shogun Warriors line. Nowadays, they don't do that anymore. They won't do it, and then it gets weird. And it's like, why can't you just subcontract a toy manufacturer in that country like you used to, and let them make it? I don't understand why there's a problem there anymore, but it's a big problem, especially when you're dealing with international shipping.
And it's crazy that a company that big is not honoring the orders, because that sounds like a beginner move. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds messed up. Raccoon Eyes, we never saw Orange is the New Black.
No, I didn't see that either.
So we never watched that. I think it's on Netflix, right? I think it's on Netflix or something. I know what it is, but we never saw it.
Yeah. Jughead says, "Did I hear you right? Are you originally from Boston?"
Yes.
Yeah, I'm originally from the Boston area. I've lived in Boston, Illinois, Kansas, Georgia. I've been in a bunch of places. I've been to Australia too, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, Diesel, we don't have a link. This is our first time. We don't know how to. We got to figure things out.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, so check that.
Quark with Richard Benjamin. That's right, and he was also in Westworld.
You look that up on Google, just so you can be the third person on Earth to know that.
Robert says, "You two are a blessing. Thanks for making days a bit brighter." We try. Yeah.
Jughead lives in Boston.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, it's expensive. Yeah, I'm sure it's no cheaper now.
Oh, Robert says he's old. Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is fun. I enjoy it.
Oh, I'm glad you're into. I'm glad. And like I said, we enjoy the hobby. We just like sharing with people and reaching out, and things like that. And if you can make people happy, make people happy. There's enough misery in the world as it is.
Ridley says, "What's the last older toy you remember spiking in price?" Anything Masters of the Universe is starting to go up ridiculous.
The toys that made us sparked artificial interest. Yeah, anything that's going to appear on the Toys That Made Us documentary, people are going to go looking for because they're going to think of it as an investment. And you got to be careful there, because when that false interest dies, then the prices are going to go back down to where they were.
Yeah.
Or close.
And then when a new movie comes out, if they make a new movie, a new TV show, a new cartoon of something, then the price goes up ridiculous. And it's like, yeah, how you doing this?
Breaker says, "Holy hell, a live stream. How are you guys?"
Hey, Breaker.
We're doing good. And we're testing that out tonight, because we had some ideas about doing a live stream, also about doing like a trivia show. We want to do like a vintage trivia show, 70s, 80s, 90s trivia questions, and we will actually give prizes.
Yeah, Diesel really wants to donate to the channel. We really appreciate that. We got to figure out how all that works.
Well, we have links down below.
Oh, we got links down below.
Yeah, we donate what to the channel. We have a P.O. box listed down below. So, because sometimes people send us correspondence.
Oh, really? Say he has an estranged relationship with his dad. Sorry to hear that, especially on Father's Day. Oh yeah, happy Father's Day to any fathers out there.
I know.
Yeah, today's that day.
I'm a father.
Good
evening from sunny Liverpool.
Hey, the UK
Liverpool.
Love your work.
He knows
so
what I'm
much.
talking about too. If he's in Liverpool.
We were watching soccer today while we was at
Links Cross hopes the live stream becomes a regular thing. Well, we're working on it. We were watching it. Was Italy versus Wales.
Yeah. I don't know what's that name. Kaiser, I think, says that the Lion King was ripped off from Kimba, an anime from the 60s. I don't know that.
Probably was.
I don't watch anime.
Kimba, that sounds really familiar. I got to think, because I've seen so many films.
David's
so many
done cosplay
shows.
at the convention.
I have. As
you
what?
Dressed up as Negan one time with your little leather jacket.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. But as far as a full-on dress up, no, we don't do anything. We wear T-shirts or
we don't get that deep in it.
But we don't get all deep in it.
Diesel Glaive just trying to donate some money. Coffee Talk at PayPal. Coffee Talk at PayPal is us. William's a cat dad. Yeah.
Gilbert says, I hate looking at figures as an investment.
That's a bad way to do it.
If you're collecting anything besides money or metal for investment purposes, you aren't in it for the right reason. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that, because I think you should buy what you like and what you really want. And as far as toy collecting, I know I have some stuff that people might never want, and that's fine because I like it. And I know some people, oh, that's not going to hold value. That's not worth anything.
Kimber the White Lion, that does sound familiar.
Oh, okay, but it's worth something to
you.
Yeah, it's worth something to you, and because of that, you treat it like it's worth something to you. The V, is that V, the TV show?
Hold on, because I was I was looking for something there. I lost my place.
Which is a Kimber?
Oh, Rat. If we have a request to have you showcase an item, how do we submit? Just tell us in the comments section, especially on the weekly roundup videos.
Yeah.
And I add it to the list. I've got like this list that somewhere.
Robert says, and everyone's keeps talking about toys, but I never seen anyone talking about
That's the request list.
Cars. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the ones checked off are the ones I've done already.
He's never seen anyone talking about race cars or slot cars. Tyco was cool back in the day. Dukes of Hazzard.
That was a big thing.
I have some Dukes of Hazzards.
Yeah.
Transformer Knight Rider. I'm trying to get the Knight Rider, but I don't know if I want to pay that price.
Kenner Knight Rider.
Because you remember I showed you, and it had the tractor trailer.
Yeah.
LPH, do you have you done a full lunchbox collection tour? I think I did.
Yeah, she did sometime like a year ago.
Yeah.
Link Cross. Some figures from V would be great. V's been done. LJN did V, and I think a Venezuelan company also made V. Venezuelan or Brazilian made the small figures. LJN made a 12-inch figure. I did a showcase of it some like 6-8 months ago. And it's funny because they used Michael Jackson's body, because LJN also made the Michael Jackson doll, and just put like the lizard head on it.
Rakeem said, what niche figures would you like to be made? I don't know. Why have you? Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
What niche? What figures would I like to be made? Something that I haven't seen before, I guess.
I don't know. It seemed like everything.
I'd like to see.
Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Dark Shadows. Somebody asked that, but they asked for a movie, but a TV show. That's what I was talking about the other day. There's not a lot of Dark Shadows.
There is an 8-inch Dark Shadows line of figures that was done, and it was a very short run, and it's only like 4 figures. And if you look them up, they're like $300-500.
Richard Smith said, "Did you ever bury your toys?" I don't know about all that. I buried my 9.
I don't think so.
Why? Why would you do that?
When you were a little kid playing around.
Oh yeah.
I set fire to some model airplanes.
I always wanted a slot car track.
Oh, Gilgamesh, Alien Nation. I remember that. It was a movie and a TV show, but yeah, they never made figures of that either.
I don't remember Alien Nations.
I remember Alien Nation. It was an interesting concept. District 9 is like a more dirty, gritty version of Alien Nation.
Rat asks, what Masters of the Universe figure you no longer like? I can't answer that one. I like all the figures I have. There's none that I don't like. I have some classics from Shearer that I don't care for. But that's it.
Raccoon Eyes has the Barnabas Collins board game.
Oh yeah. We're watching Dark Shadows now. We watch it every day. Yeah. Except for the weekends because it's too much. But we watch about 4 episodes a day. I'm loving that show.
Yeah. It's funny.
We on the beginning.
The underrated actor, the guy playing the kid playing David Collins, because you just want to reach through the TV and choke the life out of that kid.
Yeah, you just want to beat
Somebody
him.
was asking a question there.
Funko did make V-Pops. But I think they made the newer V stuff, not the older V
Whoa,
stuff.
it's
Are you
bouncing through
excited for
here.
the new Masters of the Universe? We talked about that a little bit. I don't really know how I feel about that because
Mm,
there's so much going on, and there's so much that you don't know. So you just have to wait and see what it's going to be. Is it going to be um like just garbage, or is it
hmm
going to be good? But I can't say that I'm excited about it. One reason I'm not excited because we don't have Netflix. So you can't get too excited because you don't have the channel to watch it. Um and then two, I'm just like starting to get like, oh God, everybody's talking about, it's going to be a mess. So you just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Really, I do want to see at least the first episode, so I might try and see it, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got to see. You got to see and be sure because you can't, as I pointed out earlier, you can't trust trailers or early reviews. You just can't because it's too easy to fake that now.
Hmm.
Breaker wants to know if money is no object, what is your number one grail? If you could just spend any amount of money.
Oh God, I want that Swamp Thing's statue from Prime
Prime
One
One Studio
Studio.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I do want that.
Wow. Okay.
I do want that,
Yeah.
and I want the '89 Batman by Hot Toys, and I want the
Mhm.
Christian Bale and what's the guy name? The Butler. What's the Butler name?
From where?
Batman, the Butler.
Um,
It's over the A. Alfred.
Alfred. Yeah.
In front of the armory. That's what I'm. What's yours if money was no object? Do you still have any toys from your childhood? No, I don't.
I
David
do. I've
does.
shown. I do. The majority of my Arad GI Joes are my personal originals, and I have the one lonely Luke Skywalker figure, the
The
77,
old
78
statue.
Skywalker.
I never saw an old Swamp Thing statue, so I can't say. I don't know what the old where he's hiding a rose. Oh, really? I don't know. Yeah, really. So I had the weirdest action figure wars as a kid: Star Wars versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. For me, for Grails, if I had like no object, I'd go after some of the Popey jumbo machinders from the 70s from Japan, like the God, I can't think, Mikanda and Daiku, and some of those jumbo machinders still like mint complete or boxed. The prices are insane. There's no way you could ever buy one. It'd be like buying a car.
Kaiser says how many times you get mistaken for Negan.
I get that a lot. People tell me I either look like Negan, or if I'm not very well kempt, they think I look like Rick.
He did. You
Yeah.
had he didn't do videos. I don't think we were doing YouTube then, but if you remember when Rick first got to
Mhm.
Alexandria and he was looking all rough with the big old beard and stuff, he
Yeah.
had that going on. And the hair was all wild and long. And he looked more like Rick than
And I've
Negan.
gotten the Bruce Campbell comparison a couple of times too.
Oh, you found Skelly God today
Yeah.
at Target. Okay.
Who's that? Scooby.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that Keldor, whatever. The Keldor and Trapjaw too bad. I had the old G.I. Joe with the big yellow helicopter.
Where's Hot Toys? Linda Carter. Yeah, no kidding.
Where's the Hot Toys Joker? Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, she's been waiting forever.
Yeah, they would make Spaceball figures.
Spaceball. Yeah, it was a parody of Star Wars. Spaceballs.
Really say that we could dress like Rick and Michonne. I do want to do that and go to a show as Rick and Michonne or Negan and Michonne.
Yeah.
I think we could pull that off.
Hey, LJ, how you doing?
LJ the Geek.
Yeah, there he is.
Yay.
So sorry I'm late. You're cool. It's all right.
Here to support. We're glad. Thank you so much.
We appreciate
we
it.
really appreciate it.
We're testing this out tonight to see how it looks, how it sounds, all of that. What?
He like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, do that. Yeah, we were talking about it, getting some outfits where The LPH hot toy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Spaceballs, the flamethrower. I don't know what that means. What are you doing? He's sitting right here.
Yeah. What do
He
you
want to know
want?
what's going on and why we've been in here so long.
Where is our hot toy? I
Would
don't
you
know.
need two walkers behind you? Yeah.
112
get
scale,
two people.
David. And LPH, yeah, I know. Well, there are places that'll do custom action figures for you. They're expensive though.
They do the 3D. We there's a mall around here, and we were in it, and they do the 3D
the statues, or they can do an action figure, but it's pretty expensive.
Okay, knowing nothing about the new series, I had to admit that the new Skelly God triggers me. Would love to see it in the wild. Yeah, the figures look decent. I don't know how like He-Man's upper body. It looks just,
It's top heavy.
Yeah, real top heavy. But the artwork and the trailer, the coloring, all of that stuff, I think looks really good.
G1 collector Tim Blackwell in Lexington, South Carolina says hello, love your videos. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm from South Carolina.
Yes, she is.
Have you guys
been there several times?
Have any film props?
No, trigger me.
Oh.
Because no, it's okay. Part of the collect. I brought it up before. I did a video on it. I've mentioned a few times. I had a huge collection stolen by my ex of comics and toys.
Mm-hmm.
In that collection, I had movie props from Nightmare Before Christmas. I had the actual set pieces. I didn't have figures, but I had set pieces like in the town hall, like the candlesticks that were on the wall, the snake head candlesticks and things like that. Stuff that, one of a kind items that I'll never ever find that stuff again. But I don't have any props now.
Raccoon said she see the Rick Grimes.
I got to pull the hair out.
Yeah, you got to pull the hair out, make it look all crazy, and the beard has to be a little wild.
Coral.
I make an army of it. Yeah. I stopped doing videos and just use the library. Oh, why you stopped doing videos?
Yeah, he hadn't been doing videos in a while, but yeah, I saw he did have a couple of live streams.
A lot of my subscribers. Well, I was subscribed to a lot of channels and got unsubscribed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and then one of the ladies was saying today that it's been happening to her channel.
Yeah.
So that happened. I used to build a Back to the Future hoverboard. Oh yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
Don't tear that up.
He's found scratching something on the floor. The office is a little messy right now.
Yeah, you're gonna get kicked out. Is what you're gonna do.
Good luck. Oh, see, I have witnesses.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
So.
But anyway,
mm-hmm.
Have you ever been approached to show your collection on the news? Oh no.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. We haven't done that. What was that? The only good thing about 2020 was finding this channel and Brick Mantooth and Raymond Castle. Yeah, I know Brick Mantooth.
What's your favorite TV show of all time? That's favorite TV show of all time.
That's hard to say.
I know, because we watch so much. Like we're rewatching stuff, and now they're starting to become like of course I talked about Swamp Thing a million times. I love that. I love The Punisher and Daredevil. I enjoyed. I'm loving Dark Shadows now. We're watching that.
Yes, that's Hulk Hogan.
Incredible.
Hanging up there.
Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah. So what do you?
Someone asked if that was Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's the name of it? Star Blazers.
Sorry.
I was mesmerized by that as a kid. And you watch it as an adult and you realize that it's not a kid's show. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, it's even better. Another one is Kung Fu with David Carradine.
Oh, yeah, we're watching that now. I'm not into that.
Yeah, that's because the martial arts isn't up to par for you. But
yeah.
The story is solid. The plots are great.
Good.
She just wants to see them flying around like Jackie Chan.
Yeah, because we watch a lot of the
Robert wants another collection tour.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
we watch a lot of kung fu movies, and I like looking at that. So once you get to the kung fu, the TV show, and they ain't really doing nothing, it's like,
No, the martial arts is
yeah.
very tame. Scooby wants to know, do you think we will ever get Toys R Us back?
No, no, I don't know.
Here,
Toy stores are gonna come back.
you don't want Toys R Us back.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, open that can of worms. You really don't want them back. Toys R Us, first of all, wasn't a toy store anymore, and people, they have to, if they got to get out of the nostalgia of thinking of it as a toy store. It was a baby furniture store. All right, the toy department itself, not the video game section, not the bicycles, not the baby toys, baby furniture, baby clothing, made up about 15% of that store, maybe 20. And in that 15-20%, how many aisles did you actually go in to look at whatever you were looking at for action figures? 2. It wasn't
That's
a toy.
because that was the
It
adult
wasn't. That's because the
section.
interest was gone, and that's why Toys R Us went out of business. They weren't a real toy store anymore. And if they did come back, it'd be a pale comparison of themselves. The toy store I'd like to see back personally would be KB. To me, that was a toy store, but that won't happen again either. What you're going to get is something like, oh, what is the name of that place that's associated with GameStop? What is it called? Geek something?
Geeks. No, not Geek
Not
Squad.
Geek Squad.
Is
Think Geek.
Think Geek.
That's what you're going to get. And do you want a Toys R Us that looks like Think Geek? Think Geek is it's like a parody of a toy store.
Inlander says, "Are we going to PowerCon 21? No, we won't be there. Kung Fu was amazing. I love The Greatest American Hero. I remember that show, but I didn't watch it.
Greatest American Hero was cool.
Like Best Buy, because Best Buy sells. I hate Best Buy because nobody knows anything. It was a time where you can go into
everyone was an expert.
Yeah, you could go into a specialty store, Best Buy, Circuit City, Radio Shack, and you could ask a question, and the person knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
We went to Best Buy 2 weeks ago, and you had to make an appointment to talk to an associate, and then
all he did was look it up on the computer because he didn't know anything.
And I did that before I got there.
And that took 20 minutes.
And it's like
for him to. They call you on the phone.
Yeah, they call you on the phone. You stand around the store, wander around while you wait for somebody to call you, and then you say, "I just want to see this right here. Can you turn it on for me? Does it do this? Does it do that?" They don't know, so they look it up online. Well, it says here, and I'm like, "Well, I saw that already."
And you can't even find customer service at the hardware store anymore.
No.
If you can find someone, they'll go find someone who can find someone else to find somebody who might know something. They don't know nothing anymore. Chinese ghost story. Jughead's given some suggestions for. We like vintage kung fu films.
Yeah, we do. We watch it on YouTube. Actually, YouTube has a great.
They have a lot of them.
YouTube and Tubi has a great selection of vintage 70s kung fu movies, and we watch them all the time.
Wheels of Chaotic Doom here in Australia. Toys R Us and W4K packed up and bailed. The other majors are slow at restocking, so a lot of collectors are shopping online. Retail here is dead. Same thing here.
Yeah. And that's why you end up paying all those flipper prices.
And you go to the toy aisles, it's a graveyard.
Yeah, I pray they don't get rid of Blu-rays. But
they're trying
to take over Blu-ray, all this digital stuff, and then they want you to scream this and scream that, so you won't have it, and then it's only for so long, and then they said, okay, you got a week more, it's going to expire in 8 days. So I don't like all that. That's why right now we try to buy everything on DVD, some kind of media.
Melandros, I remember KB Toys. I would wish for Child World. They were around Chicago, and I remember Zayres. Zales, Bradley's, Caldors, had them all in Boston. And yeah, I definitely remember Child World. Was it Child World, a super toy store, and a whole lot more?
Soybean X was our favorite horror show. I liked Michael Myers' Halloween 1 and 2.
Really?
I like that.
I like sillier stuff. I like the Blob. I like the Stuff. Remember the Stuff? You know what's a good one is the Thing. The 80s Thing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was a good one. Um, I guess Predator was a horror.
I
It
don't
kind
know if
of, I
I don't
don't
know if that
know.
counts as a horror. What do you think, Crum?
I don't
Is
stream
that a horror?
anything. I buy everything I want to watch. I've told people if you don't hold it, then you don't. That's true.
You don't hold it, you don't own it.
Yeah, I mean we stream some things.
Amazon Kindle with their little flub with the book
Yeah.
1984 a couple of years ago, where they all like hundreds of thousands of copies accidentally disappeared
Fog.
from
Yeah, we
out of
saw the
people's
fog.
Kindles, and then they were like, "Oops, our bad. We'll put those back." Yeah, they could make
Ames?
anything disappear. I remember Ames
I never saw Ames.
and Ann and Hope. Who remembers Ann and Hope?
My sister just watched The Stuff last week. Yeah.
The stuff. Are you eating it or is it eating you?
Warrior on HBO Max is a good martial. Oh, okay. Warrior.
Okay.
I'll look that up. The Boogans.
Boggins
Boggins.
or Boogans.
Yeah, the world is. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
Kaiser.
Yeah,
Kaiser.
it's too late.
Yeah. 83.
Chud. Who remembers Chud?
Yeah.
Chud was messed up.
Good. Aside from not liking Funko,
Killer Clowns.
ones.
Oh no. I like the Banana Splits ones. Funko.
Oh yeah.
Me, but no, it's not a matter of not liking Funko the product. We don't like Funko the company. We don't like the way they do business.
Yeah. Tons of toys. We had one down. Oh, okay.
Ooh, I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar.
No, that's probably was a.
You know which one?
Place.
If I could go back in time and go to a toy store,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Big Toyland on Moody Street in Waltham.
Only Jughead knows who you're talking about because he's from Boston.
Yeah, back in the day, back in the 80s, they had all the Japanese import stuff, all the jumbos, the mecha. I'm not talking about like Shogun stuff from Mattel. I mean the actual Japanese import stuff was at Mr. Big Toyland in Moody Street. And God, that stuff is so insanely expensive now, every bit of it. That place no longer exists now. It was an independently owned toy store.
Graham says his favorite movie is The Lost Boys. We actually just watched The Lost Boys.
Yeah, we did just see that recently.
One day this week.
Had the kid from Bill and Ted in it.
Yeah, and it had Kiefer Sutherland. He was the main vampire. Yeah, we just saw that. Soybean want to know our favorite milkshake. I like Oreo milkshake. I like milkshakes that bring all the boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you see the?
And mine's is like better than yours. No, I did not see that. I didn't see that. I don't know if I want to see it. It might kill my whole childhood memory of Banana Splits.
What anime? I don't watch anime, so I don't have a favorite.
Star Blazers.
No.
And Battle of the Planets. Star Blazers, Battle of the Planets. Because I'm gonna like more of the vintage stuff. Robotech was pretty good, which was a collaboration of different shows actually. But yeah, I like some of those older shows. The stuff that was in Force 5, which is kind of goofy, but it's still fun.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Crumb. I mean, no, that's Chud.
Chud. Okay. What items are you currently seeking right now? Like I said, at my Masters of the Universe journey, I'm collecting that. I have a list of stuff that I'm trying to buy. Also, still trying to fill out my Care Bears.
No, I never met Stan Lee. I can't say that I met Stan Lee.
Love Battle Planets. I don't think I ever saw that.
Battle of the Planets, yeah. Battle of the Planets. G-Force. Sometimes it's called G-Force or Force 5 or Gaichimen.
Are there any small mom and pop stores opening up over there in the U.S. since
there's not any small anything opening up because they tried to shut everything down.
Yeah.
You couldn't go anywhere for a while there. A lot of small businesses got hurt really badly when they started closing everything up.
Soybean is asking what's the best stores for action figures. Almost none, because it's hard to find. Now, if you're looking for new stuff, I guess Walmart. and that kind of stuff. But we pretty much buy our things online, like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, eBay, Amazon, places like that.
Eric wants to know, Lady and David, what's the one piece in your collection you would or could never sell? For me, it would have to be the Serpentor Prime One Studio Serpentor statue, because that was actually a gift from her. She gave me that.
I can't sell my Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Oh yeah,
my Joker statue.
Really?
No. How often do you deal with things falling off the shelf, or has it? The cat knocked some stuff down.
Okay, well, there goes the other
Broke
one.
Evelyn's hand.
Yeah, I fixed it.
I broke one last week.
She did.
My Hordex statue.
But aside from that,
it.
it rarely happens except for the Mezcos, because they're terrible at standing on those pegs. The Wonder Woman, especially the female characters, they fall over constantly.
Gravity Falls. I started watching that.
But most of the rest of them, they tend to stay put, so we don't have too much trouble with things falling off the shelves, fortunately.
I started watching Gravity Falls. I didn't finish it up. I watched a couple of episodes and I just fell away from it. But we actually started watching Wayward Pines.
Yeah, Wayward Pines.
And that's actually not a bad show so far. And Under the Dome, Stephen King book that they turned into a TV show. We're watching that now.
Yeah.
What will you do when you run out of room?
Totes.
Put stuff away in totes and you rotate it. What's your favorite superhero? I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite superhero. I like Batman.
Oh yeah, Graham Loki, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that was a great movie. That was a funny movie. It was funny. It's supposed to be horror, but it's so goofy. Favorite superheroes? DC Comics, The Weird. And a lot of people no, because it was a 4-issue miniseries, and that's the only time you ever saw him. DC Comics, The Weird. Some people know who that is. And he could not be stopped. He could not be stopped. But he had a very important mission. So he wasn't like a bad guy. But the whole JLA couldn't pin him down at all. Another one I really used to like from Marvel was Nimrod. And they forgot about Nimrod for a long time. And they did Nimrod wrong too when they disposed of his character in the original series.
Kitty Flopkins says Battle of the Planets was her first TV show that she ever remembers seeing as a child. LJ has Kitty Killer Clown Pops.
Oh yeah, they had Killer Clown Pops.
Yeah. Got to get my cat and Ice Cube.
Okay.
What's your best horror movie you watch? We said that earlier. I like the Halloweens 1 and 2 mainly. I thought those were good. The exclusive from that says, I think I saw you unbox those Killer Clowns actually, LJ. I have the weird comments. Oh, Jughead says he has the weird comments.
Yeah, see, somebody remember what I was talking about.
He was the only one that knew the last thing he said. There's a Nimrod Legends figure.
Yeah, there is. But you know what's funny is if you look through, and I have a couple of the Marvel anthologies that's supposed to have every Marvel character in it. 3 characters that are missing from it, and all 3 of those characters are linked together: Nimrod, the Tri-Sentinel, and Cosmic Spider-Man. Not in any of the 3 or 4 Marvel anthologies I have, but all 3 of those characters are linked.
Hold on, Wheels. What's your opinion of the oversaturation of modern Star Wars, and will there be a total burnout?
People are already experiencing Star Wars burnout. They're getting sick of Star Wars figures. But yeah, the more new stuff that's cranked out, the bigger the bubble's going to get. And we talked about oversaturation in a discussion a couple of weeks ago, right? But yeah, you're already at that point. We're already sitting on the bubble. It's just a matter of time before it pops.
G1 Collector is getting a new room after 15 years of having all his stuff in totes. Good job.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Get him out there and take a look at it.
Yeah, it's going to feel good.
Soybean, what's your cat's name? The tuxedo cat is Crumb, and the other one is Kitty.
Yeah.
Because she actually responds to that, because that cat was homeless. It wandered around in the woods for like 2 years and then came in the house. And if you say Kitty, she looks up. So she's Kitty.
Food Glue is a new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. In your opinion, out of all the mediocre bad cartoons, what's the worst cartoon to spawn an elite toy line? I don't know.
I don't know. It's an interesting question, though.
I
What
don't know.
cartoon had a? Because they make a.
Because we
a
don't
toy
watch a
line
lot of
for it.
modern
Yeah, we don't watch a lot
cartoons.
of modern
We
ones.
watch a lot of the old ones.
Although those Police Academy figures based on the Police Academy cartoon are pretty ugly. They're pretty bad.
David, what do you think of getting those CDs that have comics on them? I was thinking of getting them. Have you ever?
I think they're making Cosmic Spiny and Sentinel. Probably they'll make any. If you'll buy it, they'll make it. Star Groove Wow live from the Open by Chance Studios. Yes, we are. We're testing it out tonight.
If you think they're making comics, okay. So the last Star Wars movie was absolutely terrible. I never seen Star Wars. Modern Tunes sucks. Yeah. I was so happy when I brought my home. I had an entire room just for my collection. It's the other guy. It's gonna be fun when you set your stuff up. It will. And just enjoy that. Take your time,
Cut it
up the way you want it, look around and have a good time putting your stuff up. I know we did. It's a lot of work, but it's fun while you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun while you're
I don't know about digital copy comics on CDs. I'd rather have it in hand.
Yeah.
I know the omnibuses can be expensive sometimes, but I just rather have it in hand. I don't want to read it off the screen.
Yeah, Starlo from DC Marvel. Oh, okay. Scooby loves our content. Thank you.
Yeah, we try to do a little something for everybody. We put vintage commercial blocks up, and which some of those people really like. I do the catalog tours. I get a bunch of Toy Fair catalogs. I go through those and showcases and discussions, all sorts of things. A little something for everybody, I think.
Kaiser wants to know if we saw the new Looney Tunes on HBO. No, we have not.
I don't know if I want to.
He says that it's pretty faithful to the 40s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it.
People get confused about that, and people have weird expectations because you got to remember all those old cartoons, Looney Tunes, Popeye, who was it, Pink Panther, all of those were movie shorts meant for adult audiences. They dumped them into Saturday morning cartoons to fill time slots. They were like, yeah, it's kids. They don't know the difference. It's a cartoon. And Tom and Jerry, all of that, those were for adults. And then everyone is nitpicking and saying, oh, it's so violent and it's so awful and it's got stereotypes. And yeah, because it was written for adults. So I can understand maybe not letting a little kid watch it, but you're like 40. Why can't you watch it? I don't know.
Ridley said, was there a time you ever wanted to walk away from collecting?
Yeah, that after my collection was stolen, I didn't collect for a long time because I was heartbroken over it. Whatever I had left, I packed it in totes and didn't look at it. And I didn't collect stuff for a long time, for a few years, and then I slowly got back into it. But so yeah. Porter
said he loved the Merry Melodies. I did too.
Yeah.
Eric says, how do you feel about Keaton coming back to Batman? I'm wondering what they're going to do with him.
I hope they don't screw it up because I hope that Keaton maintains his integrity, because that's why he didn't do Batman 3. He did the first two, and when they came to him for Batman 3, he looked at it and he was like, I don't want to do this. Something about it was off to him. And I hope he still has that level of integrity and isn't just a sellout like most people in Hollywood. Yeah, I'm wondering, how they're going to write him in. How is he going to be the dad of somebody? I don't know. Or are they going to do a multiverse thing now, like they're trying to do with Doctor Strange? Oh, that's what they're doing. Yeah, because they're going to bring in all three of the people who have played Spider-Man. And they're all going to be Spider-Man. It's like, what is it? Doctor Strange is Multiverse of Mayhem. LJ said he had his collection stolen. God, I don't know what I'll do. Somebody steal my collection. Yeah. Ooh.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
even wanna think
in
about
my
that.
case, even just the comic books would be at current market value in excess of $500,000. Never mind the toys and the other stuff. 12 back, the original set of 12 back Star Wars figures to include the vinyl cape Jawa, unpunched stuff that I'll never be able to replace. So, and back then when you could buy when I got mine, you could buy like a 12 back, 10 back, 12 back, I forget now, of Luke Skywalker for like $100. And how much is it now? I can't replace any of that stuff.
Robert says he hope they don't kill off Keaton. I don't know why they would do that because they've had so many other Batmans.
Well, Disney did it to all the Star Wars characters. Everybody was, because that was the ploy. That was the okey doke that they suckered everybody in with the Disney Star Wars. So like, they're gonna bring them all back. Han will be there and Luke will be there. They're all dead. They killed them all. They killed everybody except for the robots.
Oh, really?
And Chewie, I think, is still alive. I didn't see the last one either. But they only Carrie Fisher did actually die though. But everybody else they killed off. So I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that.
Click Chicks wants to know how you feel about the '90s Joes.
Oh, you mean the Hall of Fame collection? The Hall of Fames. I'm fine with the Hall of Fame figures. I used to have a set of those. I like actually Sergeant Savage. I like the Sergeant Savage. I think it's an underrated line. The G.I. Joe Extreme was trash. They were terrible figures. And I don't have any. I never had any of the 40th anniversary or Timeless Collection ones.
It's Rat says if a modern Masters of the Universe movie is made, who should play Skeletor? I don't know. You'd have to use somebody with that type of body, I think, because it would look weird if you use some super skinny guy.
Yeah.
But a lot of actors are beefing up, like the guy that plays Superman. They're talking about doing the He-Man movie, and they're doing the guy that plays Thor, Chris Hemsworth, to play He-Man. But the Superman guy, Henry, the one that played
Henry Cavill,
he wants to be it.
Yeah. I should play Skeletor.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll do the original voice too. I'm Skeletor.
Yeah, he'll beef you up for it and get you a personal trainer.
I'll work out to be Skeletor.
I got out of collecting between 2000 and 2017. I needed a break from it. Yeah, when I decided to get back into it, I sold off all. Why did you sell it off though? And went into you went into a totally different direction.
Yeah. Some people do, and I've been seeing a lot of that with modern. We've seen a lot of people do that with Funko sets.
Yeah,
selling off they just said they got to a saturation point, I guess, and they said, you know what, I don't want any of them, and sold everything. I've heard people say that about NECA. I sold everything NECA because I got sick and tired of them. It gets weird. But yeah, so and I often usually hear that with modern stuff. You don't hear too much of that with vintage collections, but a lot of modern.
Yeah, we met the Skeletor voice actor at a con one time.
A couple times we've seen him.
Yeah, but he was there. I want to see a Thundercats movie very bad. Love Thundercats.
They'll screw it up.
Yeah. I don't know. They might if they do a decent storyline. Just get a decent storyline. Don't try to make people what they're not.
Yeah.
So don't
alter the expectations of characters that have already been established.
Yeah, and I hate when they do that. They take a well-established character and they either change the gender or they change the race. And it's like, why did you do that? They are well established. This person has been a man for 40 years. Now he's a woman. Or he's been white all this time. Now he's black. That kind of stuff is just, to me, it's ridiculous. What is the weirdest toy line in your collection?
Toy line or toy? Where's toy in your collection? Gray Gory is a good choice. Gray Gory's pretty weird. Gray Gory, I did a showcase of it not too long ago, actually. The vampire bat that you love to hate from Mattel. and he's basically just a big lump of rubber with like this with an a transparent chest, and you press a button on his back to make blood flow through it.
Really says he need a Michael Bay reboot of Strawberry Shortcake.
Oh God.
Black Superman or female James Bond. They talked about a female James Bond.
Yeah, they just want to shoehorn that stuff in. It's like when they did it to Doctor Who. They
put a female in
they
there.
they made everybody women. They even made the Master a woman. And again, all the reviews, oh, it's so fantastic. But you talk to anybody, anyone I've talked to that's watched it, is like, it's garbage. It's terrible, because you've taken an established character who's been around since what, the 60s, and flip-flopped it into a female, not for story, but so that you can say that you did it. And that just doesn't fly. You know, people don't like that in real life. People don't like that in real life.
Graham says, have you a P.O. box? I have 2 original Captain Scarlet figure. I want them for your collection. Yeah, we have a P.O. box.
Yeah, it's not on this video probably, but
let me type it in.
Yeah, go ahead. In pretty much every one of our videos, there's in the description box, we have some information like, you know, where you can find us on Facebook, where you can find us on Instagram, and there is a P.O. box there.
Robert says he wants to like Doctor Who, but I watch it because it's on Pluto. I don't care for it.
Yeah, and for me, I always default back to 70s and 80s with Doctor Who, because the ones I grew up with were John Pertwee and Tom Baker, and to me they'll always be the best ones. And any other Doctor I watch, I end up comparing him to those two, and those two were really good, like, thespian actors. So
yeah,
P.O.
Robert
box,
said he liked the 4. Yeah,
did you fix that?
Oh
yeah, the P.O. isn't on there. P.O. box 1692.
Oh yeah, P.O. box. Hold on, let me write it again.
Yeah,
P.O. box. Sorry.
No, BrolyCon, are you collecting the new He-Man figures? She don't like them.
No, I'm only getting the animals and the vehicles. So like we picked up today Panther from Walmart, the flopped version, and
yeah, we actually found one.
Yeah. I can't spell Lithonia.
Lithonia.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Your keyboard don't work.
Yeah, it's my keyboard.
My favorite. Oh yeah. Robert says he like Doctors 4, 9, 10. See, it's too many. And every time it's a new.
Wheels of Chaotic Doom agrees with me.
About what?
About the Doctors Pertwee and Baker, and they almost are the same. It was a good transition because they're both the same style of actor.
Oh, really? Said Michael Bay reboot of Rainbow Bright and the Care Bears.
You're trying to get Michael Bay killed. Everybody hates him as it is. Yeah.
I'll get them sent. I've been a Doctor Who all my life. Okay. Do y'all know any good vintage toy shops around it? No. We've been looking for some. I've been in to Full Circle Toys.
Most of the shops, it's majority new stuff, and vintage stuff is, the prices are unreasonable. You can find it cheaper online. You know, so it's like, what are you guys doing?
I mean, you have Plastic Empire in Marietta, and you have Steel Collectibles. I think that's in like Marietta.
Yeah, they're near each other.
Yeah, it's close.
And they both are mostly modern stuff, and negotiations is it's not easy.
Because they'll tell you, even though something is set on the shelf for 2 years, oh no,
she's talking about I hate throwing them under the bus because I don't have anything against them, but that happened at Plastic Empire. There was figures. It was when I bought. I got some.
Thanks, LJ, for helping me out.
I got some black hole figures from him. They had like, I think, what, 5 or 6 of them. Buck Rogers' Black Hole. There was 6 of them on the shelf, and by their own admittance, they had been forgotten. They were sitting down there for like 2 years, sitting there. Nobody wanted them. I'll take them all right now. Can you give me a deal? And we really can't do that. They've been sitting there for 2 years. You want to get rid of them or you don't, you know? They were doing a special that day of 10% off if you had a wristband from the Comic Con, or no, the toy show.
The toy show.
And he says, well, that's the best we can do. And it's like, that's the deal you were doing anyway, you know? And I'm not used to that. You know, I'm used to like Wax Pack. Remember Wax Pack in Illinois, which is a great toy store. That guy will wheel and deal all day long. He wants the stuff to move out, and it's mostly vintage stuff that he has there.
G1 Collector, we watching Rocky and Bullwinkle right now. Yeah, I love that show. And we talked about George of the Jungle, Super Chicken, and
Tom Slick.
Tom Slick,
which is done by the same people, and it's just as funny. Actually, the George of the Jungle and like Super Chicken stuff is almost funnier. But yeah, we enjoy those. And again, not written for kids. Not really. If you listen to what they're talking, listen to how many times Rocky and Bullwinkle make cracks about paying taxes. That's not for kids.
Joseph says if they're faithful to the Flashpoint comic, Keaton would be Thomas Wayne Batman in an alternate universe. Okay. Okay. So is that the one where his dad is Thomas? I mean, it is Batman, but the mom is Joker.
Yeah, and Bruce died instead.
Yeah, in the alley, Bruce died instead of the dad.
Wheels here in Sydney, a new small mom and pop toy shop opened up, and they're selling new and old Joes. That's good though.
Yeah,
Go Bots.
Some stuff.
I love Marshall Braystar. It was a good show too.
Kaiser say you're gonna blow us away. Okay.
Hmm?
Hey, I'm gonna blow you away. No, he's talking about Michael Bay doing Fat Albert.
Oh God.
Mark Hamill plays Skeletor in the new Netflix. I don't think he sounds good.
A couple of people said they didn't like his voice or his rendition.
Sound bad.
Yeah, well, you know, it's there's a standard that's been set by the Filmation, and that's something that a lot of people in Hollywood, they forget. If there's an established format, people don't like you to deviate too far from it. And, you know, like it or not, Filmation set the standard for that show.
Rakeem, I got the Super Chicken Funko Pop. Yeah, and that's true. Once you get an established character,
Cat Daddy.
What's the guy that plays Optimus Prime? Nobody else can do that. You know,
other people try to do the voice and it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that
they can't.
Or they're gonna do a horrible job. You just got comfortable and used to the old one, but you got to give the new guy a chance. I don't know. Michael Bay hit and miss. Peter Cullen, Peter Cullen. Because we watched Netflix part 2 of Transformers, and when Optimus Prime got upset, it was a whole nother voice. You remember? Peter Cullen did it when he was calm, but then when he was yelling and got mad, it was a totally different voice.
And why is Optimus Prime yelling all the time anyways?
Yeah, but
his character is weird on that show. Let me see. Where was it? Marshall Braystar had some audiobooks in Germany, and they are really extraordinarily good. Okay.
G1 Collector asks if you have any Garbage Pail Kids. He has the Garbage Pail Kids Pops.
Not I have the Pops and I have the Mystery Minis. I don't have all of them. I just have a handful. I like those, but you know, I'm not chasing around looking for them. I have a few of the Mystery Minis over there.
But it sounds like he had some action figures, because it says that I had all 15 in the 80s, but he sold them. Now he regretted.
Those are the Mystery Minis. And some old cartoon and anime DVDs there.
Oh, the guy that played Megatron also played Fred from Scooby-Doo. Oh, David, I was born in 76 and had fond memories of Mighty Mouse and Underdog. I don't recall ever seeing any toys from them.
It's just stuffed animals and stuff like that. Nothing major. But yeah, and you won't find that stuff either. They won't show Mighty Mouse at all. You can't even find it on disc unless it's like 1 or 2 shorts in a mixed bag. They don't want anybody to see Mighty Mouse. And again, it was for adults, not for kids. It's pretty violent, and there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in Mighty Mouse.
Ghost Junk, we did not see the reboot of Animaniacs. I did watch it when it was on TV. but I never saw the reboot. I didn't know it was. People are saying it's pretty dull, but love the 80s. The 80s one was good. Pinky and the Brain. Dexter's Laboratory was good. Cow and Chicken, I thought, was a good cartoon. And Angry Beavers wasn't that bad. That was okay. They want to make a black female James. Oh, black and a woman. Now they wanted to use that guy.
Make her Muslim and put her in a wheelchair too. Why don't you?
Yeah.
And hit all your scorecard.
They wanted to do Idris Elba as James Bond, but now they're doing too much because they made who was it? Batgirl? No, was it Batgirl or somebody black?
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't know. If you want to do these things, I think you need to make a whole new character.
Yeah.
Start fresh, not take a established person and then just do some stuff. I don't know. Underdog, yeah, Underdog has a pop. He is iconic through his own song. Brave Star would make a good what? I never saw, well, we saw a couple of episodes. You're a big Brave Star fan.
Yeah.
I only saw a couple of episodes.
USMC, do you have any Marine Corps collectibles? No, Army.
Marine Corps
collectibles. From the Marines.
Is that actually?
No, from the actual Marines. Why are you messing with me?
No, where you even reading that? Oh, do you have any Marine Corps? Oh no, I was in the
military.
Army.
She's in the Army. She was in the Army forever.
Yeah, not forever, but I was in there long enough. Did you see the Rocket? No, we did not see the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie.
Hong Kong Phooey was cool. There's not very much back then. They didn't make that much stuff of a lot of those characters.
Jughead, Hollywood has been out of ideas for a long time, and you can tell by
creative bankruptcy.
Yeah, every movie they make just about is a reboot or is a rehash of a topic that's already been made, a storyline that's already been made. All of the animated movies are now live action. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You have no creative thought at all. So what are you getting paid for? What are you going to school for? If you don't have any creative ideas, because there's some stuff out there that you could do. Here's a question for both you fine people. Have you ever started collecting a line and gave up David because because it had bad character choices made, or just never ended release
and never ended release of product? Yeah, Funko, the G.I. Joe classifieds, because I couldn't find the stuff. Yeah, it could get to be a bit much.
I gave up on not 100% on a NECA Ninja Turtles from Target because I couldn't find them. So now if I happen to go to Target, which we rarely go, but if they're in there, I'll buy it. If I don't get it, that's fine. You know, but David has given up on a lot of toys.
Graham Loki's got to take off because it's 3:30 a.m. there. Goodness.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow.
We got a photo bomb again. There's Kitty in the corner.
G.I. Jane. Yeah. Archie versus Predator.
I've seen. I read that one. Yeah, it was a crossover. Rat, do you have any bootleg items in your collection? Yeah. Durham Industries made a lot of bootlegs and knockoffs, and I have several of those carded.
Yeah, they already have so many black Kryptonians. It's ridiculous. The DuckTales was pretty good. DuckTales was good. I like that. Do you have any 89, 90 Toy Biz Batman? I know I don't, and you don't either.
Toy Biz? No, I don't have any Toy Biz left. It's all gone. Movies
today are made to hit current year talking points. That is true, 100%. I agree with that.
And people don't want to talk about it. And that's the problem.
Keep doubling down no matter how many times. Yeah, they do. They're going to slam a point. They don't care who watches it.
They're going to drive that point right down your throat till you choke on it. What was the other one?
David.
All the best ideas was done in the 80s. 70s and 80s produced a lot of great films and shows.
Any chance we can see a future video that highlights your favorite comics, maybe showcase your top 10?
Yeah, I've done some comic videos in the past. I mean, I'll probably do some more in the future.
Hey, baseball collector, how are you? We're doing great. The second wave of Ghostbuster Plasma series, it's a total repeat, and I hate that.
And they just repainted it. It's
Yeah,
lazy.
you just threw some slime on it, and they also did that with the not Kenner, with the NECA Ninja Turtles. Wave 1 and Wave 2 were the exact same figures, just mixed and matched them in the box.
Yeah.
And it's like
they're targeting completists. They know completists are going to buy them anyway, and they're like, "What can we do that won't cost us anything? We won't have to make new molds. We'll repaint it."
Yeah. So I'm not getting the second wave of the
Ghost
plasma.
Junk. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I've got a bunch of slabs too. You know, and CGC is because I read comics and I slab comics.
What's that mean?
That's when you get them graded.
Oh.
And I got CGC is not on it. They are like a month overdue. They've gone from 60 to 90 days now, and they're really overwhelmed. And people have been calling them out for that, and a lot of mistakes too. A lot of the stuff that people slam PGX and CBCS for, CGC makes those same mistakes, and they're doing it a lot recently. I've one guy I was talking to, he got a couple of his books slabbed upside down, and he's like, what the hell is this CGC? And of course, you know, you can go ahead and send it back and they'll fix it at your expense. But honestly, are you still collect vintage stuff, vintage comics?
The Marine says, I like Funko. Can go for a long time as long as they keep getting licensed, since there are always new movies, new TV shows, social media, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, it's a curse and a blessing, because speaking on the industry aspect of it with Funko, they have all these licenses, and that's how they're able to put all this stuff out. But they're overpaying on those licenses to have them, because a lot of these companies know that they will overpay or don't want to work with Funko. And so they're paying an average, if I read that correctly, 15% above industry standard for their franchises. So they're hemorrhaging money, and they owe a lot. And so they're overpaying to get a franchise to sell, hit or miss whether or not anybody's going to want to buy them. Eventually, that model's going to hurt them pretty bad.
Rat wants to know if the comic pressing really works.
Yeah, it does. But don't expect stellar results. You know, I do press. I've got a press sitting right down there. I'm not using it right now, but you're not. It's not like you're going to press it and it's going to look like a brand new book. If it's water damage, like I don't have anything here to demonstrate, but actually I do. Here's a piece of paper. You see how like this like this paper has been exposed to moisture, and it's got those wrinkles. Those wrinkles will press right out. So if you get a book that's wrinkled, you can probably get a flat book if you really know what you're doing. If it's got creases in it, you may not get those creases out because it's going to affect the ink. You'll always be able to see that crease. But when you press a book, expect a minimum of like a half a grade increase, a maximum of maybe 2. And, you know, it's going to come down to whether or not it's worth it to you to try it. If you're going to sit, a lot of people say, you know, is it, honestly, I think every book is worth giving it a shot, but some people won't do it unless it's an investment. But yeah, you can see an improvement, and also cleaning the comic can give you some improvement, and it does help with the grading value if you're going to send it in to get slabbed. But you got to know what you're doing. There's a million videos on pressing. I do it a little differently because I do it the old school way, because I was pressing it stuff with New England Comics back in the early 90s before anybody knew what the hell that was. And you know, you use a t-shirt press. Basically, that's a t-shirt press. It's not a professional, like the kind of stuff that they use at CGC. But
and Robert said, didn't Funko do Street Fighter and Thundercats? Yes, they did. With Thundercats, they only made like
a few,
I think 5 or 6, and then they ended it, and then they did a bunch of Dwarves, and they did Street Fighter. And you got some Street Fighter, didn't you?
Yeah, I got rid of them.
Yeah, and David,
when they came out with a couple more waves, I was just like, I'm not going to keep doing this.
Kaiser wants to know if you have any Marvel #1 issues. Silver Age.
Where?
Right here. Does David have any Marvel #1 issues from the Silver Age?
Not too much anymore. I've got Forever People and #1 issues. I think I might still have Captain Marvel in there. Not the the original Captain Marvel, and not Brand Ek. Nothing spectacular.
Gilgamesh says, can you press out a book? I mean, a boxes, I guess.
A box?
Yeah, it says, can you use the press on boxes?
You could. You'd have to break the box completely down and flatten it out. And, then there's also, does that box have a cellophane window in it? If it did, I'd be very careful. I wouldn't put the cellophane part inside the press at all because it might melt down.
I used it to press out my Masters of the Universe card that was all wrinkled, and it flattened it out.
You can still see that it's messed up.
Yeah, you can.
It was curled up and crushed
like an accordion.
Yeah.
And you
Marvel.
couldn't get it straight. And he pressed it out, and it flattened it. It's still crumbly looking, but yeah, it's better than it was. So. Let's see. Lander says, David, there is an online toy store named Megalopolis, and they were supposed to release Mad Balls, which looked incredible. I haven't heard anything found. Have you know?
Yeah, we showed the Mad Ball. Did we show? Is that the Mad Ball action figures? Because Big Bad Toy Store has pre-orders up on the Mad Balls action figures. But aside from that, I don't know anything about it. Can you press out a Funko box? I wouldn't, because the cello window would probably melt.
Yeah.
But unless you could do it so that the cello window doesn't make contact with the press, that's the only way. So you could only do sections of it, and then you might get a crease line from where it was inside the press. So I'm not so sure if it would be worth it to try it with a Funko box.
Sub-Jill just showed up. Hey, how you doing? He said, Happy Father's Day.
Hey, thanks.
Happy Father's Day to you guys, the ones that just made it in. We said it earlier.
I know we've been on for a long time, actually. We've been on for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No, because we're just having a good time talking to the folks, talking to the viewers and the subscribers.
Yeah.
Bear bricks. Why do you hate them? I don't hate them. It's just not for me. I pick on them because I'm like, that's a bear brick, because it looks like a giant Lego. But I don't have anything personally against bear bricks. It's not something I would collect. I don't think.
They're expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive.
They're very
expensive. But I mean, if you like bear bricks, I got nothing to say about it.
They look like burbles.
Whatever makes you happy. Yeah, burbles. That's a good. They should make a bear brick burble.
That's what it looks like. And I'm just surprised at how well they do. You would think with the price and the way it looks, it wouldn't do that well. But it does really well.
Yeah, they have limited runs too. But there's something for everybody out there.
What's your Grail figure? What's your collection?
I don't know. I really do like a Grail figure. I really do like that that Mattel Shogun Godzilla, and I like the Mattel. Who are they? The Suckermen. Mattel Suckerman. Mark's.
Who's that?
Oh, that's the girl. Hi, Kitty. What are you doing? Come here.
Wandering around. What's your favorite Masters of the Universe figure?
Mark's Safari. I like Mark's Safari.
What? They asking about
Mark's Safari figure. What was your question?
What's your favorite Masters of the Universe figure? From the classics, I like the Keldor.
Yeah.
From the classics, from the original, I like the He-Man and the Skeletor one from
LJ.
original.
2 cats in the house and 4 in the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you do that.
Your collection has gotten amazing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. My impression is that bear bricks are very hipster orientated item, I guess. You guys, thanks for all you do. You put a lot of time and effort, and great tips. Yeah, which goes a long way.
Yeah.
I wish they would bring back Street
Yeah, we
Sharks.
appreciate that, Ghost Junk.
Street
Yeah, I
Sharks.
like Street Sharks actually. I like that series.
I never saw Street Sharks. Wasn't that
It was a
show?
cartoon.
Mm.
It was a cartoon.
My grill is NECA. What's that? It goes for $80 loose. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is David's son collection as large?
No, but he does different stuff. That's of course Warren.
Yeah,
from
Warren.
he was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. From Nerdtastic Plastic, because he does the conventions. He collects Legends and G1 Transformers are his real big thing. He really loves the G1 Transformers stuff.
Shannon says, what do you think about the Masters Universe Origins line? Yeah, I talked about that before. I'm personally not collecting it because it's a rehash of the same thing that's already been out
over and
like
over.
3 other times. The original, then Super 7 did it with that original card back, and now they're doing the Origins with that original card back. But they're doing the same characters over and over again, and they're not picking up with characters that were on the show, in the comics, in the news strip that they didn't do.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish that they would do characters that weren't done. Because of that, I'm not getting it because I'm already collecting the original, and I did get everything by Super 7. So to me, and then the classics, which don't count because the card is totally different. The packaging is totally different. So to get the Origins, it just be like another one.
A repeat, yeah. And that's part of the problem with modern collecting too, is producing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Wheels of Chaotic Doom, what's the name of your kitties? The Tuxedo Cat is Crumb, and the other female, the new stray, is Kitty. She actually responds to Kitty.
G1 says, do you collect anything Back to the Future? I don't.
No, we don't really have anything Back to the Future.
No, I was given the DeLorean for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I have that, but as far as
from a viewer to our P.O. box gave it to us.
So to actually go out and buy something, no, I wouldn't do that. I barely saw the movie, and the pieces I saw I didn't care for, and I'm not trying to watch anymore. So I don't collect it. Live stream, even success in the future. I could see over my chance merchandise
hats and sweaters, huh? Christmas sweaters. Make Christmas sweaters.
It said, how do you feel about those HasLab projects?
Oh, let me see. You guys are laid back and fun to listen to. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Ghost Junk, Street Sharks was the best. Whoa, there's so many comments coming in. Biker Mice from Mars, Mighty Ducks, Toxic Crusaders. Yeah, some interesting figures. Toxic Crusaders, very colorful packaging on that stuff.
You know what they didn't do?
HasLab. I think a lot of it's overpriced. I think a lot of that stuff is real expensive, and I'm not sure. I believe, again, talking about the bubble, a lot of people are going to get hurt aftermarket in the future, investing a lot in some of that stuff. So there's some things that HasLab's put out that I was like, oh, I would like to get that, but then I'm like, I don't know, man. The prices on some of the modern stuff is so freaking high.
William said, what do you think about the Playmobil toys? I don't collect anything by that. David don't either. You don't collect anything Playmobil.
I like Playmobil though, and I do have that one set. I've got the original King Arthur set, the Knights set, because I had it as a child, and I found one boxed unplayed with, and I've got it in the toy museum. But yeah, Playmobil, they made some really great play sets and stuff back in the day.
Robert Perez says the Silverhawks were insane, especially the intro song. I was all in at that point. We need a continuation of that cartoon with a new set of characters that are well grounded. Not political agendas exactly.
torn on the Mezco Fantastic Four. Yeah,
Yeah, that
the
price
price is
is.
outside. The price is
But you
outrageous.
do get like 5 things for the price. You get 4 figures in
Yeah.
like a vehicle or something.
No, it's not a vehicle.
What
The
is it?
robot
The
is the other
robot,
piece.
you know.
But the Herbie, because it's supposed to parody like the 1967 cartoon series.
hmm
But my point with them is all their big projects, their real expensive projects, like when they made the Ghostbusters tin. Original retail on the Ghostbusters tin was $300. You can pick one up for $2 now. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, are they going to make a crap ton of these? People are going to get them, and then aftermarket, it's going to tank, and you'll be able to pick it up for 300 instead of 420. It's possible, but you can never know for sure. But I've seen some of their most expensive projects, aftermarket, sink really hard, and go for short money.
Hi, Edwin. David, what do you
Oh,
think
there's
about
Edwin. How you doing?
what do you think about the vintage Gabriel Lone Ranger collection?
I like those, and I'm actually on the lookout. There's a guy that's going to be at the show that's going to have a Lone Ranger and a Tonto, and I'm going to scope them out and see if I can get a good price.
Oh, that's good. Ridley says in 20 and 30 years, do you think the adult market will still be active? We talked about that in the video.
Yeah, we did. It'll still be there, but it'll go through its shifts and transitions, as we've already seen. You know, there's always been adult toy collectors per se, but just not of different things. Our era is the action figure era from 64 to 90, 97-ish was like the golden age of action figures. And prior to that, when we were kids, what were adults collecting? Model trains, tin wind-up toys, robots, toy pistols. That's what they were into. And you know, a lot of those things have held value. Some haven't, but a lot of some of them have. Some of them still retain a pretty decent value.
Wheels of Doom have 3 cats. A stray that adopted us like ours did. Both of ours adopted us.
Yeah.
Who were named Lunchbox. Cats are awesome. Yeah.
Oh, LJ had made a point. He said, I hope the ones outside are fixed. Probably they all are. This female definitely is, which is why she's so big, because she was already big, but a lot of times spayed and neutered animals gain a lot of weight. They're all abandoned animals. The people, you know, we're in we're kind of a wooded area. People dump dogs and cats all the time. So a lot of them probably are actually.
Sub-Zero said his grills are signed Friday the 13th Funko by each of the Jason actors.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Jughead says a question for the chat. What was your first toy? Oh, mine was actually a Funko. The Undertaker
Funko Pop.
David bought it for me a few years ago in 2017.
Yeah. I think it was older than that, but I don't know nothing. First toy line for me, Adventure Team, GI Joe Adventure Team. As an adult collector, GI Joe Adventure Team, because I ran across one, and I had one as a child. I've told this story before. It was given to me as a kid. My mother said I couldn't have it unless all of his stuff was gone, because she hates guns and hates war. So she took the gun, his patch, his dog tag, everything. She stripped him, and I still kept him. And she was pissed that I kept him because she didn't like it. So she ripped him to shreds. And I found it like in 1989 in the box, unplayed with in the box, the coffin box as they call it, Adventure Team Land Adventurer, and bought it. And that jumped me off, and I started looking for more G.I. Joes then.
Brad says, aside from the price, who makes the best version of action figures, Mezco, NECA, or Mego? I don't think Mego makes that great of, if you look at the figure.
They make what they've always made, basically.
It's not well constructed. I think NECA and Mezco make a better constructed
NECA
figure.
looks good, but their quality's not that good. Mezco, out of the 3, is probably the best, although some of their stuff's kind of delicate too. You still have to be careful. The guy, enjoy your videos. Thank you.
Baseball says that he started collecting Irvin Toys Dragon Ball Z back in '99.
Oh, Stone Sour, best live stream ever. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Were there any unsafe toys you had as a kid? Also, unsafe children toys is a good time. I don't know.
Unsafe toys. They were all unsafe, but then we
Yeah.
weren't stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't just put everything in your
Yeah, I
mouth and in
know.
your ears and all
And
over the place.
See, nowadays when people do something stupid, they think it's a challenge.
Yeah, and
Like
then
this
they
kid
put it
sit
on
there.
video.
Oh, I'm gonna light a lighter in my mouth. I'm gonna hold a firecracker in my teeth, and then people look at it on. Look, that's a moron. He didn't do it right. Watch this. And then they do the same damn thing, and it becomes a challenge. When we were kids and somebody did something boneheaded, we were like, wow, what a moron.
Yeah.
And left it at that.
Oh, hold on. I want to say something to Edwin.
Okay.
Edwin, you said you went to Menards to get your slat walls. Look on Craigslist, because if you go to stores
are going out of business often sell that kind of stuff.
Look on Craigslist for any store, or if you see a store going out of business, or sometimes
usually clothing stores or shoe stores especially.
Yeah, and they'll also either sell or give you the shelves. So look on Craigslist and just type in slat walls. You'll probably find a better deal.
Or you may find a wholesaler too, because we found a wholesaler that way.
Yeah, we found a wholesaler. And we did it.
And it's a great system in our opinion.
Yeah.
People have their own things that,
Slab wall and pegboards work well for us.
It's inexpensive, and you can change it around so much. You're not locked in like with shelving.
Sub-Zero said, glad we could talk to you guys. Thanks. Juggy and I started
Sub-Zero,
collecting celebrity dolls and dolls and figures. Celebrity dolls. And
then Koistia, sorry I joined late. What are your opinion on the current state of G.I. Joe? Do you think it will crash and burn with the game? So they might kill it with the movie. People already hate it and it hasn't even come out.
George Alexander said Meagles are doing better. Those Frankenstein's 8-inch are dead. Now, I think they did a great job with the creature from the
Yes, they did a great creature.
Yeah, that one I liked. I think I remember seeing the Frankenstein one. But the others.
That's what people wanted, was monsters and sci-fi. And once Mego finally got that into their head, they started doing a lot better. As far as G.I. Joe, if Hasbro listens to the fans and stops doing just whatever the hell they want, they'll. We need to quit chasing each other around, goodness, and stop doing whatever the hell they want. Then they'll hold on. But if they don't listen to the fans and try to figure out what the fans want, they're going to continue to have problems. Which means that they're going to continue to have problems because they don't listen. Nobody does.
Ghost Junk says he liked the Tide Pod challenge and the licking the toilet seat. Ugh. Challenge.
Yeah, see, this challenge is stupid.
What's up with people? Why do they do these things?
People
Why is that funny or cool or
that's
whatever?
The social media thing again. People think that they have to be famous and they have to get attention. No, you don't.
No,
you don't have to. You don't have to.
Because everybody wasn't made to be funny or even famous. And
no, and you're not anyways. And do you want to be famous for the guy who had to have his jaw sewn back on? I mean, or you're dead and you can't enjoy it.
Why hasn't NECA made a Jack Nicholson Joker figure? I don't know.
They'll get around to it.
But I kind of hope.
Was it Kaiser asked if it's is anybody lights firecrackers randomly around here, or is it just in New York? That's everywhere in the country.
They do it around here, random days, all hours of the day.
I heard that. Nighttime. I heard it in Illinois. I heard it in Kansas. I think they do that everywhere.
Yeah. No, I don't like those things. Kids are crazy. Yeah. I'll take a look at Craigslist. Yeah, do Craigslist. I think you'll have better luck on Craigslist than going to like a all-out store like Home Depot. I mean, they might have it, but the cost. You probably can save more money and get something on Craigslist. Like you might have a little chip, but you can spray paint that, wipe it down.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Rakeem, do you have any Biff Bang Pow figures?
Yeah,
she does.
What do
Outer
I have?
Limits.
Is it Outer Limits?
Outer Limits and Twilight Zone, right?
Was that Biff Bang Pow? Yeah, so, Twilight Zone. Yeah. Twilight Zone. I do. Not Outer Limits. Outer Limits was Sideshow, but yes, Twilight Zone. I do.
MC Reality Robert Perez. Now that I go to the store, the toy aisle, I cry a bit. Yeah, I know, it's like a graveyard.
Yeah, it's like why even have it? New IPs are rare these days. So glad you screamed. Yeah.
Well, this was a test tonight. I know we've been on here almost 3 hours now. It's crazy.
Yeah, we were just testing
We
it
were
out.
testing it to see if, you know,
if it worked.
How would it look? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Is the audio and visual clear? Because we had some ideas about doing live streams.
Gilgamesh said the first figure he ever got was a Remco Warlords 2.
Two-headed snake man.
Oh, okay.
Remco made some wonky stuff. Remco's cool though.
Chris Christie, have they put out a release date for the
Loyal Subjects figure? Loyal Subjects figures are starting to hit the stores, so watch out for it. Yeah, they turned up in Walmart in the last couple of weeks. Not the Beetlejuice, but their Lord of the Rings and some other stuff.
Andrew likes seeing your Shogun Warriors.
Hey, I love the Shogun Warriors. Shogun Warriors line. Some people don't get it, but I just love the overall look of those toys.
Mexico say you live better without too much attention.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
True. That's true.
You don't need everybody all up in your life all the time.
Yeah, because then that's why so many people are depressed. They always got to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and they're trying to keep up with themselves. What toy line does David have in which you have zero interest, and vice versa? I don't know. A lot of his stuff I don't, like he has a lot of things that I don't collect. He doesn't really have anything that I don't like. But a lot of the stuff I don't have any interest in, but I do like the way it looks. But I don't want to go out and watch it, or I don't want to start collecting it. But he does have things that I think, okay, yeah, sitting on the shelf, it looks good, the coloring is nice and all of that. But nothing I would say, oh yeah, I like that so much, I want to go out and get me one. No. I'll buy it for him. Now, I do admit, like I bought him some Mezco stuff because he collects the 12-inch, and some of it I didn't buy because I don't like the characters. Yeah. So I don't like the characters, so I don't buy it.
Yeah, and I can almost say the same thing. She's got some things that I wouldn't collect. Like she actually has the Knickerbocker Raggedy Ann and Andy action figures. Didn't know there were Knickerbocker Raggedy Ann and Andy action figures, did you? But I wouldn't get it, but I still think they look decent. You know what? There's one over there. I got an extra one. You want to see one? You ever seen one of these before?
Yeah, thanks,
Once upon a time in 1976, Raggedy Ann and Andy, and that is a 5 points of articulation 1/12 scale action figure with accessories.
Ridley says, I'm
These
glad
are
I
desperately
don't
hard to
share
find.
Collection. I'd hide one of my wife's toys and see how long it takes her to notice it. That's messed up. That's not nice.
Oh no.
Personally, I love my old 70s Ultraman, Johnny Soko, and Space Giants.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. That's with, the old Popey and any of the Kaiju and Jumbo Machinders and stuff like that.
Dave, I gave my brother a Funko Super Chicken. He likes it and starts singing. Yeah, the song. I'm surprised they didn't make Fred the sidekick.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't make him. Now, when I buy David stuff, we'll watch something and then he'll be like, oh, yeah, I remembered that and I had that. And then I'll buy it to try to pique his interest so he could get some more of it. I'll do things like that.
Said Ghost Junk says you guys should add a members sign up option on your channel. It would help fund your videos, and I think a lot would join.
Oh really?
We did a Patreon. Well, I experimented with that for a while. And nobody participated.
LJ did.
Yeah, LJ did. That's true. By nobody, I mean like 6 people. And it was like $1. And in the thing for Patreon subscribers, I was doing a giveaway. I was doing 3 giveaways a month, first, second, and third prize. And so every month, pretty much everybody who was on the Patreon was getting a gift, but there was just no interest. The people weren't interested in it. Not, you know, and I was like, okay, so I'll just stop. And I shut the Patreon off because if that's not what people wanted to do, I guess. So I don't know. Oh, Mind Sway. Hey guys, hey, how you doing? We've been on forever. But no, we're glad you're here. I subscribed to your channel because your Ninja Turtle video. Oh, you saw the Ninja Turtle video.
Oh, good.
The Ninja Turtle tour.
Oh, okay. Lander says you're a natural with the phone video, so I'm wondering, will you be recording live at the GI Joe event? Now we're
not really set up for that. No,
we use a video camera.
This is what we take to the events, and so we can open and close, and that's just you know, the Handycam 9.2, but it's got a 60 zoom. It's not the best. You know, we don't have the money to invest in like a big 4K ultra camera. We don't have $1,000 to throw around, but this works.
Yeah.
And we take it to the show, and she usually films, and then we splice it together for like a tour of the show video type of thing.
Mindsway is in here. She just subscribed.
I love the toys you have, she says.
Yep. And
thank you.
Rakeem says, do you remember Mac Tonight from McDonald's?
Mac the Knife. Mac
that
the
was
Night.
the moon.
Yeah, a parody of Frank Sinatra's song Mac the Knife. But yeah, we remember that. That was a weird 80s character, and they kind of buried that along with California Raisins.
Yeah. Did the Funko make California Raisins?
No, I don't think they did.
Chris Christie just wants to say how he really appreciates us.
Thank you.
And that we're simply amazing. Great. Thank you. Did you guys get into Cabbage Patch? No, I did not get into the Cabbage Patch. No, not at all. Can you believe the ad campaign Burger King is doing? So disgraceful. I don't know I don't know which one that they're doing. Never again eating. No, I haven't seen the new campaign, Burger King campaign, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It says you guys need an Instagram page and Facebook, get more subscribers and followers. You can funnel them to YouTube. We have both.
We got both. Well, David
under the, if you look up Open by Chance on Facebook or Instagram, you'll find us. But you know, I don't know if anybody pays attention on either of them.
The guy says that do more live streams. Hope they reissue Shogun's Indiana Jones figures. Really say asking for Patreon like your high art or something. Just kidding. I like the show. Thanks. Do more live streams. You guys need. Okay, you just read that one. All right.
Yeah, I know it gets it. The feed comes through so quickly. It just, you know, try to keep up.
Kitty said that the Mac Tonight characters creeped her out.
I bet.
Yeah.
Kitty
I remember the moon, and it was singing and all of that stuff.
Andy says he went and got a haircut, and we're still here.
Oh wow! Did you go out to the barbershop? Because that was a long time.
No, he's in New Zealand, so he went and
got
sheared.
It's 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I said, this was a test tonight, and we just you know, we're just having a good time, so we just let it fly. I don't know how much longer we should stay on though, because we do have to go to work.
And Sonny and Cher actually say, it's 11 o'clock. You to be in bed. Basically, a woke advertisement trying to manipulate children. Oh, really?
Really?
No, we haven't seen it at all. But you know, that's not surprising.
Distorted Reality, Sonny and Cher. I used to, but I don't have any Mego Sonny and Chers anymore. Will you be doing a video on fast food toys? I don't know. I have a few. I've got some real old ones.
Trivia: who played Mac tonight? I have no idea.
I don't remember.
I'm loving this. Me too.
Yeah, we have work in the morning.
Yeah.
And we, of course, you know, we work together, so
yeah,
we carpool.
Yeah.
We carpool.
So probably should. In my opinion, it needs attitude and a pure base first. Then
Chachi loves Joni dolls. I don't think so. I don't think they had ever done Chachi until what Mego did it a couple of years ago.
Do you both ever collect vehicles? I have a few vehicles. David has GI Joe vehicles mainly. Yes, that's Hulk Hogan in the back. David, were there any? Oh, okay, yeah. I had a Burger King fake food playset in the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, and you've seen it. We did a couple of those because I've got the original Play School Familiar Places McDonald's. I had that playset, and the Child Guidance Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is a real tough playset to find.
Alan says he likes our videos, sharing the knowledge. And this is a test which you guys have aced, and I'm eating Chicago deep pizza and enjoying it.
Alan Flores Hall, I like your videos, and thanks for sharing your knowledge about collecting. No problem. We enjoy sharing with the community.
Yeah, William says congratulations on super successful.
Don't watch too much of all these all that woke culture will make you sad. Yeah, no kidding. That's why we watch vintage television.
Yeah, that's why it's a handful of modern shows we watch, and we, as soon as it get crazy, we turn it off and we don't watch it anymore.
Work at 10 o'clock at night. No. We got to be there at like 8:40 in the morning.
Yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning. But anyway,
Grinchville has original McNuggets. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. You love the live stream. Yeah, we do too. We got to wrap it up here in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We've been on.
Oh, can you recommend any vampire action figures? I don't know.
We don't have any.
We don't have any, but I used to have the Remco Dracula. They don't make too many. Usually, whenever they do vampires, it's Universal Monsters. You know, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure. 55 like buttons.
Oh yeah, 55.
Oh, it was 76 thumbs up there.
Oh yeah.
And 55 people currently in here. Just gotta say Happy Father's Day, everyone. Going to call it a night. Okay. Yeah, thanks, guys. This is fun. Yeah, because we do have to wrap it up. I'm sure some of you got to get going too.
Yeah.
Great stream. Thanks for the fun chat. No problem, LJ.
So, guys.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us and the great conversation. We had a good time.
Yeah, and we'll probably be doing this again.
Yeah. So, good night, and again, Happy Father's Day.
And watch out for us doing a trivia night here.